Donovan, who is the biggest winner of the NFL offseason?
Obviously.
Strike that. Don't care. Not here to talk about who you think is the winner. We're here today to talk about who you at home think is the biggest winner of the offseason. I asked y'all on a community post to tell us who won the offseason in your eyes. We are here to react to 10 to 11 of your guys' picks for the biggest winners. Let you know if we agree, disagree, a little bit in between. We will see. Donovan is frozen. Okay, Donovan, you can give me an opinion now.
He just told me to, shut the hell up. I guess so.
Shut my bitches up. Yeah, we're going to do that. We're going to, like I said, talk about your guys' winners. Next week, we'll do your guys' losers, reacting to your guys' picks. We're going to talk about some NFL controversies, make a little tier list of it, talk about the news of this week. Chargers have another weapon in the door. I don't know if y'all are moved or not. We'll see. The old man is staying with his team. Ooh. The old man. He who shall not be named.
Okay.
So getting money, I love it.
A little bit of news. Cue the intro music. Let's talk about it all. All right, so like I said, we are going to begin today looking at your picks for the biggest winners of the offseason. Let's see the first one. Let you guys what you think.
All right, let's see what they're thinking.
First off, B-Souls, read that to us.
All right.
Big reading test for you today.
Here we go. I mean, if we're assuming AJB goes to the Pats, I'd have to go with the Patriots. Addressed O-line and edge in both free agency and the draft. Signed Romeo Doubs as an excellent wide receiver too. AJB is the stud wide receiver one that Drake May needed. By far their biggest needs taken care of in one offseason. Let's go.
Good job. No fuck-ups.
Is it like a surefire thing that they are trading for AJ Brown?
Pretty much, it seems, right? Like they can't say it,
done.
but yeah.
It's done.
What if they don't? Like, what if he just sniped and someone else takes him? That would be the funniest shit ever.
The Rams come in and get him. That would be hilarious. What happens in that? What then? Like, actually, what then?
Patriots would be sick as hell.
So if it's not the Patriots, if somebody else comes in, then everything in New England crumbles. Like, cause then
Mike Vrabel quits. He's fucking not worth it anymore.
Yeah, because then it becomes already even more of a tumultuous offseason than what's been going on, and you can't even have the backbone. Like, the only way that you get out of whatever's been going on is you just go out and you win 12 games, and everyone's like, well, you're the football coach. You did good as the football coach. You did your job, and if AJ Brown is not there, then you have Romeo Doubs, wide receiver one hoops, and it could work. It's much better than what you had last year. You've obviously much better than
Romeo Doubs over to replace Stephon Diggs is much better than last year.
I think so. I think so.
I hesitate with much.
It's cool.
Yeah,
I think it's better.
Like a very
It's better.
Okay, I do think if they get AJ Brown, then like Romeo Doubs is the second receiver and like the whole thing, then I'm very moved by that. But if it ended up, again, we're just talking about this make-believe scenario where AJ Brown gets sniped by somebody else, I wouldn't be that moved by that, honestly, from Stephon Diggs to Romeo Doubs. That wouldn't, if I'm a Patriots fan at least, that would inspire zero confidence in me, honestly, about staving off regression.
I would, staving off regression. I don't know. I think it would help. And sure, we can argue about much better versus better.
Yeah, relevant conversation.
It's okay. But getting AJ Brown and Romeo Doubs, that is the thing that people do all the time with young quarterbacks, where you go out and you get the dominant wide receiver. A lot of times you have, like, it's just that one receiver, and then we're gonna force feed him. And Drake may very well force feed AJ Brown also. But now having a trio of AJ Brown, Romeo Doubs, Kayshon Boutte, like that that trio right there instantly becomes a calling card for the Patriots offense and allows them to be much, much more consistent, I would say, year over year than what they were last year. And this is, like, obviously the major piece. And the fact that they didn't have to give up a first round pick in this year's draft, that you could still start to replenish, like, the window right now. That's massive. So they better hope that all the, that it basically is done deal and nobody comes in at the last hour and makes an offer.
I think this guy's point about them addressing their biggest needs is obviously accurate, right? We all feel good about the fact that they brought in Elijah Vera Tucker, that when he's healthy, him starting at guard, pushing Jared Wilson to his natural position as a starting center, that's good long term. And obviously getting Caleb Lomu to be the heir apparent to Morgan Moses opposite Will Campbell, good moves. You're setting up your quarterback to be protected for the long haul. Same thing defensively, getting Gabe Akis to be your edge that you obviously needed long term. Happy with all their moves roster-wise. I think the way to decide if they're winners of the offseason with the standard they have, do you guys feel like they should be back in the Super Bowl now? With AJ Brown in the fold, obviously.
No.
I don't think my expectation for them is going back to a Super Bowl, but
Really?
I think it's sustaining a certain level of like excellence, which means it's like win like 12 to like 13 games next year and be very much a part of the conversation, because I feel like everyone still knows like their position groups don't stand out. Certain position groups don't stand out as like one of the best in the league. What's their biggest strength to you?
Their
Outside of
deep
Drake May,
room is
obviously.
really good now. I forgot. They also added Kevin Byard. So having Carlton Davis, Christian Gonzalez, Marcus Jones,
That's
Kevin
tough.
Byard, and Craig Woodson.
Very true.
Their secondary is filthy. Their
Yeah.
interior defensive line is filthy with Barmore and Milton. If Gabe Akis can be a productive edge rusher as a rookie, which is a big ask for an edge that wasn't like a premier pick, and they had Draymond Jones, which I forgot about, this defense can be elite. That can be the strength. Well, I think I just kind of talked myself
I
into
know.
them being the Super Bowl.
I don't know about Super Bowl.
You
but
over there,
elite.
They're not good.
you over there are doing a surprisingly harsh reduction of who AJ Brown could be for this team, I think.
No, it's not that at all.
Okay, well then,
I
so I
think-
explained all that, and I'm sure you agree about the defensive ceiling there. Drake May, who we think is a straight up elite quarterback now, he's into that realm. I don't know if he's in the top 3, like MVP candidate type guy, but he's clearly a top 6 or 7 quarterback at the least, right?
For sure.
Back a little bit better than Dak or whoever you'd put him in that range, right?
Sure.
You can put Drake May and Justin Herbert conversations, things of that nature.
Very fair. Yeah.
That gives you pretty high Super Bowl odds having one of those guys. If we think they have AJ Brown, a receiver opposite him and Romeo Dobbs that you think is a better upgrade from Stephon Diggs, that's like significant weapon upgrades for him.
Yeah.
Their line is better now with Elijah Vera Tucker, Jared Wilson year 2. Like, we think the protection's good, the weapons are much better, the defense addressed everything, and it could be borderline elite if they're healthy. What would hold you back from putting them as one of the favorites?
So I think for the Patriots, for the defense, I want to see everything before I go ahead and say a lot. I think for just baseline for a lot of draft picks, I think I'm a little bit just more cautious on like, yeah, you're gonna step in and instantly be like a game changing player. Like, it takes people a lot of time to get adjusted to the league. So I'm not gonna just go in and pencil in all of the draft picks of like, oh yeah, he's gonna be an X factor. He's gonna be an X factor for real. I want to see the running game be a little bit more consistent, and it hasn't the week by week hasn't been there. But I was not one to hold the schedule against Drake May last year when we're talking about like MVP. There is a certain element of like, there is something to it. Like, it was real. It wasn't like the hardest schedule of all time. And I do think that you still have to go up against the Bills in that division. So we're talking about them winning the Super Bowl. They have to win the AFC East first. And right now, that's still a toss-up for me. I still don't know 100% who is going to come out that division. And especially when the other team has Josh Allen and they can make up for, so many deficiencies because you have that guy. I think it's very hard. And we're going to do the thing again. I'm looking at their away schedule. They have to go on the road to Buffalo, Chicago, Kansas City, Detroit, Jacksonville, the Chargers, and then Jets, Dolphins, Seattle. That's just on the road. Like, they are going to have a complete 180 in terms of the schedule that they faced last year and the schedule that they're going to play this year. And I would like to see some sort of proof of concept in week 1 or week 2 before I start getting back to Super Bowl for the Patriots.
Yeah, I don't disagree. Like, obviously, that's a good point. That is the harshest schedule difference you could possibly make is going from 4th to 1st place. We see that happen all the time and have it be a significant factor in how a season goes, right? I feel like you can say that exact point about any team you want, though, about them. Like, I got to see it first. These upgrades, I got to see it first.
True.
And everything we do at this time of year is kind of guessing in blind faith about, do we trust certain organizations that the moves they choose to make in the draft, they choose to make in free agency? Do we feel like they have a track record of working out based on the coordinators they have, based on the coaching staff they have, and just ability to kind of imagine it?
Yeah.
I struggle to see a world where a lot of these moves don't translate, just off what they showed us last year, where the skeleton was already so good, especially with the secondary and Christian Gonzalez, assuming he's healthy and doesn't deal with any injuries again. And we already saw the proof of putting the pudding of how good their interior defensive line is. It all just kind of, it's a pretty easy story for me to tell myself relative to a lot of other teams that were kind of doing a little bit more wish casting.
I feel you sold me when it comes to the defense, and that secondary is disgusting. I think more so right now what I have an issue with and what I have to literally see, because he's been so inconsistent, meaning like, he's had like 3 different season-ending injuries. torn tricep in fucking both arms, towards Achilles. I'm talking about Elijah Vera Tucker, and he's when he's there, a good player, but he's consistently not there, and that's been like the story of his career. I think he's only had probably like one or two fully healthy seasons since he's been in the league, and if he's out, then that you go back to the same story that hindered you last year when it comes to having offensive line woes. So that stops it for me, and then also too, if the running game was better, that would move me.
Yeah, well, when he's healthy, that can help the running game a lot. Hopefully, like, I think Jared Wilson going back to center could also help the running game a lot. They didn't have a good run blocking center last year, to say the least. Mostly the thing that I'm excited about is the AJ Brown thing. I don't think we've talked about it like in the air. I don't think we've done enough talk of what it'll actually look like. The idea of having AJ Brown, who is obviously vertical threat, ball winner up the sideline, true X receiver, go to the best deep ball thrower in the NFL today. That's going to be electric. Even if AJ Brown has taken a step back and the numbers last year weren't just because Patullo and Jalen Hurts sold him. Let's say he is a little bit slower, a little bit less elite. This is the perfect situation to mitigate that. And then Kyle Williams in year 2, if he can kind of replace some of the Stephon Diggs early route type of things with the short area, giving him more of a role. Romeo Doubs opposite AJ Brown, another vertical threat. That might be an insane passing offense.
How do you feel about the idea that their coach might not be there? Like, I think that's right now on May 12th.
Come on, man.
There's a lot in the air for the
Certainly
Patriots.
in the air.
And I have no idea who's up to this. I don't. Every couple of days, something new happens, and it feels like somebody is like, "Hey, we're getting Mike." And so that aspect of it, obviously.
Okay, well, if he quit tomorrow, what happens?
We're gonna lose a dog.
Yeah, like I think so. That's why, like with the Patriots, I really am unsure about a lot of things with them, and I'm not gonna sit here and be like I'm not picking them because of this. I'm just waiting and seeing how the rest of this offseason plays, because again, so much stuff keeps coming out about their head coach. But I do agree with you if we're just talking about football. We're
putting the tabloids aside.
Yeah, you do have arguably the best receiver in man-to-man coverage on your team now.
Fair.
And so that is going to be game changer. I do want to see this defense though, that for a majority of last year was just mid. Like it was whatever.
I would say it was good. It wasn't great though. And towards the end it got great.
Mid, so and not derogatory mid, but like just around there.
Middle of the pack.
Respectable mid.
There were some woes, but they were mostly injury related. I think they deserve the credit of being a good defense for the year, and obviously they peaked towards the end and got great. Which that's the part I think, to your point, you got to see it again. But they're kind of up and down the roster. They just have good players at every single position and several elite anchors. And like even Craig Woodson at safety, him and Kevin Byard now. Like Craig Woodson was an incredible rookie last year, made tons of plays coming downhill. Kevin Byard is also a great downhill safety. I struggle to see any part of the defense I should be worried about.
So you have them. So if it was them, you're picking between them and the Bills. You feel better about them over the Bills right now?
Yeah, roster wise, yeah. I mean, obviously the Josh Allen factor, how much you trust one of the best QBs in the league.
Yeah,
that's obviously like if you just want to say you side towards that, I get it. But yeah, I think so. I think if I tell you they're a top 4 team in the AFC, is that crazy? Or top 3 team? 4 is pretty easy to say. So if I tell you they're a top 3 contender in the AFC.
Still, honestly, maybe a little bit surprising because I'm very high on Houston. I don't. Yeah.
Should I lose sleep saying the Patriots are going to be a better team than the Houston Texans?
I think so.
Okay.
We talked about it last year. Last week. I'm insanely high on the Texans.
Me too. But there's obviously question marks there that the Patriots don't have.
There's so much more.
The biggest question mark, which is real.
The CJ Stroud of it all.
Yeah.
We like the offensive line adjustments, even if we like them. They're still coming from a lower spot than the Patriots are weapons wise. I like the guys, the young op players next to Nico Collins. There's still projections more than AJ Brown and Romeo Doubs are.
So I would, in terms of top 4, I'm just say it. Texans, Broncos, Bills, Ravens. I think can get them. Chargers.
Wow.
I don't lose sleep putting the Patriots over the Broncos and Chargers at this point.
Really, those the Chargers actually, the one thing stopping me from just going all in on the Chargers is the fact that they are just the Chargers.
Yeah.
And stuff just always happens. And we say this every 3 years after they retool. If you just looking on paper, the Chargers have just as good of a chance to make a deep run, to have a very successful season as anybody in the league. And with Mike McDaniel coming in, that upgrade from Greg Roman to Mike McDaniel is going to be very, very noticeable, and it's going to be very tangible. And so I do have high hopes for them. But those teams in it right there, right now I would firmly put above the Patriots, and I would take them
Firmly. Okay.
Yeah.
I think I
Not
can
yet.
debatably put some of those teams. Firmly is tough
Yeah.
for me.
Not yet. They proved themselves too much last year for me to firmly put them in.
Yeah, that's the part that
I-
the
I-
surety of
yeah.
it is what I can't agree
Yeah.
with.
Yeah.
I can agree in theory that those teams could be better, and I don't think you're crazy. But the surety of firmly is too much for me.
So be it.
Yeah, some people
So-
gotta call
I
the shots.
respect it, though.
Yeah, some shots gotta be called.
That's-
All right.
I respect it.
That's just how I feel.
I respect it. If you're going into the season being the anti-Patriots guy, I don't think you'll have a good time. But if you win,
That's just right now.
If you win.
It may change it in a month, but the other teams in this, also Kansas City, like now that Mahomes is back, and that's another team where I'm not gonna put them right here because I the same way that I feel about the Patriots, where it's like, hey, you have to show me something. It's the same thing with Mahomes' knee.
Yeah.
I gotta. You're 30 coming off of an ACL, and shout out Modern Medicine. Got to see Modern Medicine prove itself again. And
Everyone got approved.
everybody
Even
does.
the doctors.
I'm done projecting.
Fair.
It's
fair.
over. The next 3 months, no projection from me whatsoever. Everybody's gonna stay the exact same.
All right, what's the next winner of this offseason via these comments?
All right, next. Tennessee Titans. You got Cam Ward help. You semi-addressed the offensive line. You made the defense a lot better.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think we call this year 2 of a rebuild now. Saying last year was the first real year with the new QB after Will Levis experience.
They had to tear it down. Nah, this is a rebuild.
Yeah, it's year 2 of a rebuild. Like, yeah, I think that they're winners. They did get better. I think they made incremental progress. I think there's gonna be an instinct by a lot of people, the same way there was a little bit last year, to try to call their shot and find the next Patriots, find the next Texans when they got CJ Stroud, this team that turns it around out of nowhere very early in the rebuild. I'm not sure I see that in the Titans card this year. I don't think they're going to be some like sneaky playoff team, which with the bottom end of that division, I suppose it's possible. You know, the Colts dealing with having no quarterback this year potentially, or for the first half of the year until Daniel Jones comes back. So maybe they make it some kind of sneaky push. Maybe some of the teams like the Texans disappoint us again offensively and like they're in the race. But I'm not going to predict that. When we do our predictions come August, I'm probably going to say they're firmly the 4th best team in this division still. So I guess my question for you is, what do they need? What do you need to believe in them to do for them to be winners in your eyes in year 2 of a rebuild? Do you have the expectation of that type of Patriots turnaround?
No.
Damn.
Yeah,
14 wins
that's
is
a
crazy.
lot. That's insane.
Maybe not that dramatically. but what I mean.
But like to vault yourself up into, if we're talking about like a Patriots thing, even if it's not 14 wins specifically, we're talking about a team going from
playoff caliber team
Yeah.
in year 2.
basement to the top of the division. I don't see it happening for them. I think that they are a little bit away. And maybe Cardinal Tate is just like that. And
Yeah.
if Cardinal Tate comes out and he has one of those types of rookie wide receiver seasons, and now the chemistry between him and Cam Ward is fantastic, you finally get competency in the building. Maybe we can do something there. And Salah, sprinkles his magic dust, gets the entire defense to play above their levels, and you can get to a top 16 defense or whatever.
Yeah.
If something wild happened, maybe we can get there. I just think that in this specific division, going up against Houston is going to be very, very tough. Going up against Jacksonville is also going to provide some challenges. I think they're probably going to be better than Indy, just because the quarterback situation, even just for the first half of the year, Indy's it's just going to be a tough go for them.
Yeah,
I do think that they got better. I wouldn't say that they're a winner, but they did get better.
Well, they spent all the money in the world on defense. Like
Yeah.
the thing people want to see those young teams do, the new Patriots meta, signing John Franklin Myers, trading for Jermaine Johnson, throwing all the money in the world at quarterbacks, Cordell Flott, Alontae Taylor, Joshua Williams. They said by hell or high water, we will not have the worst secondary in the league right now. I think Alontae Taylor is a very good signing. I don't really have a strong opinion about Cordell Flott or Joshua Williams, but tons of bodies at every level of the defense. Does that move you?
yeah,
Does that make them a winner? Is that good asset allocation?
yeah. I 100% agree. I think that does make them a winner, alongside them just being like confidently better offensively. Like a lot of these wide receivers that they had last year just got jammed up and they got pressed to oblivion. And it a lot of the time left Cam Ward out there just with nowhere. He was let out to fucking die for the most part. And of course, like they got Cardinal who one of his biggest strength his biggest strength isn't necessarily like separating, so that's still like a slight concern. But again, like he has a guy who's big and who is known for contested catches, and also too, Wando Robinson is there, and he proved to show that he is. I'm not gonna say not necessarily like a gadget dude or whatever, but he can do other things on the fucking field.
Yeah,
and they paid him that much money for a fucking reason. And I think they're gonna be respectable offensively, but going back to their defense and how much they invested on that front, I feel like there's a world and there's an avenue where they could surprise people and be maybe like the second best team in their division. It's tough because something has to falter with the Texans and of course the Jaguars too. They're ascending with Liam Cohen and all that. But second case and
one of those teams could flop. It's possible. One of those teams could fail.
Yeah, I don't know which one it would be. That's so tough to do because they're both so proven, and the Texans are the Texans, and they could have arguably the best defense in the entire league. But man, it's gonna be tough.
They're really not that proven. They're really not that proven though. Those are bets you can make against. Like the Jaguars had a good year.
I actually disagree on the Texans. They've for like 3 straight years they've won. They've been at the top of the division.
I'm gonna pick the Texans to win the division. Yeah. I'm not disagreeing. Calm down. I know you love the Texans. I'm not.
I'm just pushing back on just saying that they're unproven. They've done this for multiple years.
Sure. And I'm not saying that they're like bums or anything.
Fair.
But they've showed us enough downside offensively, and we hope the new adjustments they made can get them to the place that after 3 years of this, they've done this little on the fly rebuild offensively. I have hope in that. We've seen many situations where the offense falls apart now in the recent years, and if the defense isn't 100% healthy, which if there's one thing we rely upon year over year, is that the top defenses will not always be the top defenses because of age, regression, injuries specifically come to everybody. Now, I don't think the Texans defense will experience that because they're fucking stacked and ridiculous and should be the best in the league. But if you tell me they end up falling apart a little bit and have a disappointing season, which for them is like 9 or 10 wins or whatever, and suddenly like being in jeopardy of being second place in the division, that wouldn't baffle me. Crazier things have happened to division leaders in past years.
Yeah, but I think second is like I don't think there's a world where the Texans are the third best team.
Me neither. I'm just saying as far as his point that like you need bad things to happen to the good teams in your division. If there's ever going to be a division to fill that in, this is one where there are bad things that happen. Like you look at a team at the top of other divisions like the Seahawks. I don't really see it, or Rams even because we feel so good about their depth. I don't really see a world in which the Rams fall apart and everything goes wrong and they're like surprisingly a 9-win team. That's not really in the realm of possibility in my eyes. If you tell me that Texans offense is once again the 27th best offense in the league, and that makes them falter, I will fucking believe you.
Yeah, that's fair. I think also one like not everybody can be a winner of the offseason. And the Titans, they did get better. And if you want to say that they are winners just because as long as we don't get a quote from Cam Ward where they lose a game and he said, to keep it a buck, we ass right now.
Yep.
As long as he's not saying that in week 3 and in week 5, then you know what? You've done your job.
Yep.
You know, if his dad hasn't fallen out of the bleachers after people are dropping passes, we're on the right track.
There you go. Let's do a speed run of the next few. What do we got up next?
All right, next. Oh my God. Honestly, the Browns, they improved their O-line a whole lot. They've had back-to-back good drafts, with this one having potential to be even better than last year's, with them getting guys like Fano, Boston, and McNeil Warren. If they can just get a high draft pick next year and get someone like Manning or more and another receiver, they could legit be a contender.
Okay.
So basically, if they are the worst team in the league again, and they can get the number 1 overall draft pick, then they can get Manning or more.
And then right off of that, they could be a legit contender.
No, it's
a
funny.
lot.
It feels like I'm tricking myself. I do like what the Browns are cooking quite a bit these past 2 years. I do think they're a winner of the offseason, and I do agree with the sentiment entirely that they are set up to be good pretty soon, I think. If this draft class is everything we think it is, I agree entirely with them being a winner for this exact sentiment. It just feels horrifying to say those words and to look in a camera and say, I believe in the Browns.
I know.
Oh, we gonna clip that.
That don't feel safe at all.
Yeah, that's not at all.
Feels like I got a Ouija board in front of me and I'm just asking for it.
It's not where you want to be. It's hard to think about them saying like, I like what they've done in this draft, and then also at the same time be like, if we can just get the number 1 pick in the draft, then
Well, I think the implication is trade up. I think
Yeah.
they're gonna.
there's a lot of QBs in the next draft. So
I
the
know,
idea is them
they're
being
gonna
still
have
bad,
to.
but not the top, and then trading up for one of their guys.
They're absolutely gonna have to, because I don't think that they're gonna be at the bottom of the league. Like I do think that they are gonna have to go an alternate route to get one of those quarterbacks, because what they have done in this draft, and we talked about it after the draft, we talked about it right now, outside of the disgusting quarterback room that they have, this roster is in a position to keep growing, and they have a lot of really, really good foundational guys. And I think that there's a world for the Browns, honestly, to be the 3rd best team in the AFC North. Like I don't think they are instantly in the basement of the division.
Yeah. So I think we all agree the Browns had a good draft. Who's up next?
The Raiders added Fernando Mendoza, completely revamped their defense in every position group, and added Tyler Linderbaum to shore up the O-line. Add 1 or 2 more starting caliber players on the O-line, we could be seeing a better version of what the Patriots have done with Drake May and the rest of their roster.
Okay.
Last part's doing a lot.
Wow. Better version.
Better version of a team that made the Super Bowl in year 2 of Drake May's career.
Yeah, and on top of that too, if you're lining his name with fucking Drake May, bro, you have absurdly high expectations for Fernando year 1, bro. Like we're gonna have to see some real strides.
Yeah, I think we should pump the brakes on the last part. But I mean, it's fair. You get your franchise quarterback, you spend big in free agency, completely rebuild your defense, and get Tyler Linderbaum on the offensive line to try to neutralize things.
Yeah.
You can understand them calling him a winner. Getting your franchise quarterback alone kind of makes you a winner to some degree.
Yeah, I feel like for the first time ever, through what I've seen and how like the Raiders timeline has been over the last like 4 years, this is the first time where there's like something legit and they're doing things the right way. Yeah, like you sit down and think about how there's so many backwards things that happen, whether it be like them getting Ashton Genty and having no line behind them, so that production just kind of got nuked. And then, of course, like they went through things like the Brock Bowers injury, and then the Pete Carroll thing just completely fell on its fucking face. All of it was like a good idea in practice, but right now I think they actually they're following like the instruction manual to build a legit productive NFL team. And they're going through the motions right now. I'm not going to say like they're in line with the Patriots and none of that, because that's just like, that's ridiculous. But they're headed towards a good trajectory.
And they hired a coach who I think we all agree profiles as a good coach. And I think we all agree that he probably won't hire his son to run the offensive line and do a fucking horrible job. That probably won't happen. So you're probably bound to have a better season next year. You can take this previous one. You probably won't get the number 1 pick again. And for that, they're winners. Yeah.
I'm back in.
Yeah.
I'm back in.
To what degree?
So
they're still going to be the worst team in the division, clearly. Unless.
what are we actually talking about here?
Well, last year you were saying they were better than the Chargers, and now you're saying you think the Chargers are a top 4 team in the conference. So who are you praying on the downfall now?
They don't need to prove it. Wow.
Chiefs fall off?
There's one more team?
Come on, man.
The team you also just said is better than the Patriots.
What do I think about the Raiders?
You fucking Thunder Raiders. All right, what's the next one?
Next one. Sham Charania, because he's not not the only reporter to overpush a trade narrative this year. The good news for him is he didn't get caught holding hands with Doc Rivers at a luxury resort like Rossini was with Vrabel. Damn.
I heard your voice towards the end. You were like, damn, I'm reading this, aren't I? What I get myself into. Yeah, shout out Shams. The heat's not on you. The heat might have been on you because Giannis didn't get traded. People were mad at you. Everybody in Milwaukee wanted your head on a fucking spike because they think you made this up out of thin air. There you go. You're not the reporter with the most anti-motion right now. I love that for Shams.
Yeah,
I like Shams a lot. This is good for him.
Yeah, you got to stay away from the W, man. Stay in your safe zone.
What's next?
Next. Kyler Murray. That's it.
Hell yeah.
Is he a winner?
Hell yeah, he's a winner. Are you kidding me?
He's in a much better position. He has like a serious organization, a great defense behind him, good to great defense behind him. He's waiting for Justin Jefferson's waiting for him to enter the building so he can actually be more productive and be like have top 5, top 3 wide receiver production again. Yeah, like he's a winner for sure.
I think there was a real downside to this offseason for Kyler Murray that, let's say the Vikings didn't want him. Let's imagine a scenario where JJ McCarthy had a great year and JJ McCarthy was their guy, right? And he at least earned himself another year to continue to get reps and try to earn the job. And they were at the market for him. Where else was he going to go? let's say the Dolphins like Malik Willis more for whatever reason. They want to give that a fair shot. Was he going to be a Steeler? I guess. The Colts kept Daniel Jones. Was he going to be a Brown? I don't want that for him. He got saved by Kevin O'Connell wanting him in some degree. He got benched by one of the worst teams in the league last year.
Yeah.
And then cut. Benched then cut by the Cardinals could have ended up in a fucking spiral in which you look up and now you got to go be the quarterback for the worst team in the league to prove you still got it. To get the lifeline of being able to play with everything you just said, the supporting cast in place of the Dolphins, including the coaching staff and the players, best case scenario for a player that's on his last leg trying to prove he can still be a franchise guy.
If this situation didn't work out for him, and if I'm like a team like the Miami Dolphins, I still probably go with Malik Willis simply because of the age and you don't know what the ceiling with him is, you're probably going to enter conversations and be in New York. You're going to be a Jet, bruh. And again, like that's, they have like
some fantastic point.
Right, but it's like, ugh.
You're going to be a Jet or a Brown.
I know. That's
fantastic point. Winner of the offseason.
Yeah, you're not a Jet, bro.
That's real.
Good for Kyler. I love that for him.
All right, next. The Cowboys. The bad man is gone. We got Caleb Downs. Pickens is running it back for at least 1 year, and we got the best offense in the NFL. On Mo's soul, we're going to the Super Bowl.
I've been saying almost soul.
But
Who's the bad man?
Me.
The bad man is gone. Who's that?
Yeah, who's the bad man? Who's like...
Who are they referencing? Who? Every
saw
fan
Michael
base has one
Parsons.
player they fucking hate.
Yeah.
Like it was Daniel Falele, Bradley Bozeman, all these guys. I don't know who the Cowboys bad man is. I can't remember who he's referencing.
Are they talking about Eberflus?
Oh, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably Eberflus.
Yeah.
Okay.
They hated him.
They
Fuck
hated
ass
him.
defense.
As they should. But yeah, I think it's fair to say the Cowboys are winners of the offseason.
Yeah, they made massive strides. They still have like a big ass blight on their roster when it comes to their linebackers and what they're going to do in the middle of the field. But I mean, I like what they did.
Yeah,
Still.
I think you could easily argue that they dug themselves into this hole by trading Micah Parsons. But if we're going to entertain the fact that they had a vision of depth overpaying one guy, like they say that the idea was one player isn't worth 4 to 5 good defensive players. If we just humor them and say that is a manageable path to go down, that maybe there is a world where you're a better team without Micah Parsons, I think they did everything you want to see as far as executing that plan and getting to a place where they're at least getting a good version of that plan. Whether or not you like the other plan more, getting Caleb Downs, pairing him with the defensive line you rebuilt over the fly this last season, adding Rashawn Gary to that, I think they're on track to being a good version of this plan.
It's a fantastic offseason.
Hurt your soul?
It hurts. Every time I say it, it hurts. They're going to win 10 games. Like they are.
Is that low?
No. I think
Tough division, so okay.
Yeah, the lines right now. The line right now is at 9.5. Got plus money on the over, so it's like slight, chance. But I think they do it.
Would you be shocked if it's much over? Would you be shocked at a 13-win season?
No,
Damn.
I wouldn't. I wouldn't. I think I like there's a scenario where if everything in Philly goes haywire, and I think like New York is still a step away, Washington is still a step away. You can look up the Cowboys could be the best team in the division by far.
Yeah.
If the offense stays on track.
By far would be crazy.
It would be wild, but it is on the board, and it's not it's not like the 10th most likely scenario. Like I think it is in the top 5 scenarios of what can happen this year. Caleb Downs comes in, Christian Parker comes in, all these guys, you revamp the defense, and we're not trying to get like if you're a Cowboys fan, you are saying we are not trying to get to be the best defense in the league. Mm-hmm. Can we not be historically bad? And if you are the 22nd best defense in the league and you end up getting timely stops in certain games, right? You only need one stop a game and you get the last one, they can win 12 games.
Yep.
It is possible. And they've done a really good job with their offseason.
Can they win the Super Bowl? Yes or no?
I'm not gonna go there. I don't think they can do it, but they can have a lot of people shook.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe they're one more dominant piece away defensively from winning the Super Bowl, but man, they're not far away from being that level of team.
Adam Shook team. Okay.
They could have them shook.
All right.
I
Next.
agree.
Unfortunately, the Chiefs kind of put themselves back into contention, especially with the schedule they're going to get.
Back into contention. What does it look like?
Like serious contention.
AFC Championship game.
Yeah, and to get there, they're obviously not going to have a huge offensive jump, right? Like
They didn't do
They-
anything with the receiving.
they can
core at all.
return to normalcy and get back to being the Chiefs, but I don't think we're going to see a path to them being the best offense in the league again. I think that's fair.
Yes.
I'm hesitating with my words because I suppose even before there was a chance they're the best offense or like in that range, right? But we're no longer going to go in. There's no world where we come into the season saying they're like a shoo-in for being this dominant number one offense, right? Possible with the offensive line health being good and everything, but not guaranteed. I think the path to being a contender again is the defense being overtly strong, not just passable. And it's tough because that's obviously possible. Entirely hinges on rookies.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Rookies I like. Good bets, I think, but entirely hinges on rookies. What are you going to do with that when it comes to time to predict the Chiefs season?
I think, listen, just off of just basic stats. 21st in points last year, 20th in yards, running the ball, 25th in yards, 20th in yards per attempt, passing wise, 24th in net yards per attempt, 16th in yards. Like, this offense was not good last year. So if you say a healthy Mahomes and just another reset, and now you have Kenneth Walker, you have another year, you have Bieniemy back in the building for whatever's that's worth, and we can get to 12, we can get to 10. I think and you have 15, you have Mahomes. If he's back to that level, you definitely can get back to the AFC Championship game. It is on the board. I don't think we've seen a very steady decline of the Chiefs offense. And so I think we kind of got used to them not being good. I think any type of revival from them is going to put them back to a spot where we're looking at them in week 9 and saying, okay, no, the Chiefs are at the top of the AFC. They are one of the favorites to come out of the conference. And it isn't just a legacy pick because they're coming off of doing it last year. We legitimately believe in them to go out and do the thing. At 20th, I think that's such a low bar that they can cross that very easily.
20th what? In points?
Like 20th ranked offense. Like,
yeah, of course.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It was so bad last year that this year they're due. Right?
Yeah, sure. They'll definitely be better than 20th. They'll be a top 10 offense. They still have Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid. So I'm not saying they're going to be bad by any means. The floor is like the 11th best offense, I think.
Yeah.
The question is, can they get to being like the 4th best offense? We'll see.
And that's impossible to me unless like Mahomes
is,
again, like he's Mahomes. So I if he does something crazy next year and he does what he's supposed to do, then I would get it. But I'm just so uninspired by a lot of things that happen through their enemy being there. And again, like walking in the same goddamn room with Rashee Rice and having Xavier Worthy trying to not experience, but believing in that same system and format again, this really bothers me. I do love Kenneth Walker. I like Emmett Johnson. I think he's going to be a good running back in his first year too and all that. But I feel like unless I see something staggering, which I feel like I don't, because they're running it again with the same bodies, didn't drive no tight ends at all, still running it back with Travis Hunter. It just feels really like stale again. And it's just one of those things where, again, going back to what you said, I have to see it. I have to see something different.
I think the path would be Bieniemy gives some injection of ideas. It's still going to be the same old Andy Reid system. Let's say in the past few years, Bieniemy has learned a new trick or two and has some ideas of how to revitalize things. And that's namely through the running game. And Bieniemy revitalizing the running game as a running coordinator with Kenneth Walker. That gives them a huge strength there that used to be a weakness last year when it was Mahomes or fucking 1 yard run with Kareem Hunt or whatever. That's no longer the case. So I think the idea of them taking a jump would be elite running game now instead of bad. Fair assumption. I don't think it's crazy. Their offensive line is good. Year 2 with Josh Simmons at left tackle. That's possible. I think they have a premier running game, I think.
Okay.
Rashee Rice kind of returns to form a little bit, stays healthy, stays out of trouble, and stays there for the full games.
Big ask.
Big ask. Big ask. Big ask. But there was a time in which we thought Rashee Rice was going to come to last season and take this huge jump and be a star for them with Mahomes healthy. That could happen again. Maybe we're a year early in that hope, but like, I'm not holding my breath anymore. That could once again happen. And he comes back and is the baby Amon Ra that people wanted him to be. Yeah. That could happen.
Or he could come back again and turn into 2025 Deebo Samuels.
Potentially.
Could happen again too.
The other elephant in the room, they could still just fucking sign Tyreek Hill and change all this.
You think they will?
Yeah.
Probably. I don't know when he's expected to return from injury. I think he's probably going to miss the first month of the season at least. He's going to play next year. Where else would he play if not for the Chiefs?
Yeah, it's kind of the only spot. Like
I mean, he can go anywhere he wants, but like, why wouldn't it be the Chiefs?
True.
Yeah, but that's what I don't know if anybody else is worth because with all of the off-field stuff with Tyreek, you still look at him and be like, okay, well he can still be a top receiver for us. Like that's fine. I don't know, coming off of the injury that he came off of, and with all of the outside stuff, then I don't see a lot of teams lining up to be like, yeah, let's bring this guy in, because the only teams that would bring him in are trying to win a Super Bowl. And I don't think you bring that in to your locker room right now.
Well, the hard part is he's been a horrible person for his entire career, and multiple teams have said, I'm going to bring that in. So I'm not under any disillusionment that all of a sudden teams are going to be like, you've done one too many bad things, Tyreek Hill.
That's what I'm saying. With that and the fact that his entire knee exploded, now it's like, now you really can't help us.
Yeah, mm-hmm. I just don't know what the performance is going to be like post-knee injury. So I don't even know what to think. Like, if you say he's available come training camp time and can sign with the team, you tell me the Ravens signed him, who famously also don't give a fuck about things like that. They just drafted Mike Green. Sure. I suppose that can happen, and that could be like good for them, I guess, on the court.
Cool, I guess. It's kind of shameless for them, though.
Yeah, that's the
They're
NFL
not
for you.
beating a reputation at all.
That's the NFL for you. It's all shameless. Like any which number of teams can sign him, it just feels like it's a safe assumption it'll be the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Who's up next?
Next, Kirk Cousins and his agent again.
Bro, he be getting paid, man.
He can't be a part of this. He's
perpetual winner,
Hall of Fame winner, Hall of Famer at the bank, all of that stuff. He's just the example for how to get a bag, how to get your bread. Shout out to Kirk Cousins, man. This is a generational bag getter, really like across sports also. It's not just an NFL thing.
Yeah,
good for him.
Yeah, you're right.
NFL's Bradley Beal. But if Bradley Beal got like 2 more contracts after the crazy one.
Wow, what a guy!
Really, what a guy to never be a legitimate top 10 quarterback and to make the money that he's made
at his peak. What do you think he was?
He had a top 10 season, but like just barely. He had a year where he was like the 10th best quarterback in the league.
That sounds like Bradley Beal.
Maybe a little bit higher. Like he had a good year, but it wasn't anything where anybody was like, "Whoa, he's elite."
Yeah,
but he was certainly. In the same way, a couple of years ago, people like me were like, Geno Smith, 10th best quarterback in the league. You don't understand the difficulty of what he's doing, how reliable he is. Kirk Cousins had the same type of year. Yeah. A couple times.
Couple?
Yeah. Nah. Well, a time, whatever you want to do. If that makes you feel better about admitting he had a top 10 year, sure. He had one.
It's whatever. I'm not arguing about this. He's a winner. He got his money.
All right, next. The Giants are huge winners. They got Maui Noah and Arvell Reese and got the best deal possible on Sexy Dexy. They are in great position to compete depending on how good Dart is.
I agree. And I think the last sentence is the interesting part because I do not know how good Dart is. And I do not know how to talk about it because I think Giants fans are doing a lot with the assumption that he's going to be a star based off of some good EPA indicators that are like very big play reliant when he had that run where he was getting deep touchdowns on blown coverages every left and right. Also can run, obviously. He clearly has the tools to be really good, but is also very, very, very unrefined as a pocket passer that I can understand looking at it either which way. It's really to the eye of the beholder of what you choose to believe about the Jackson Dart experience in his rookie year. I will just say I don't fucking know. That is one of the biggest swing factors in the NFL this year to me.
Yeah, it is. I don't know how good they're going to be, but I know they're going to be competent. Like, I know they have all the working tools offensively to be mad regular. And defensively, I think that should be where their real calling card should be. If Jackson Dart is like what Giants fans, or at least like maybe 75% of what Giants fans build him up to be, then yeah, they could finish like second in their conference. That wouldn't surprise me. Well, actually, it would. It would surprise me.
Eagles or Cowboys fall off?
Yeah, that would surprise me. But nah, they ain't doing it. They ain't doing it. I lied. I'm backtracking.
No, they could. That's not. Listen, every year crazy things happen and things change.
Tough.
Like,
second is tough.
That's one of those things that could definitely happen.
Yeah.
All right, that's the last one. That's the last of our winners we're gonna talk about today.
All right.
Next thing we're gonna do. Let's jump into some of the biggest news of the week, things that have happened over the course of this week in the NFL offseason. Got to start. A little bit of Chargers news.
What happened?
The only team to make a roster move this week. The Chargers have signed tight end David Njoku to add to their tight end room of rookie last year, Rondé Gadsden. Also gave $8 million a year to Tyler Kohler. Solid 3-man race now in the tight end room. Pretty deep. Interesting. How do we feel about this?
I feel like you guys are building something.
Okay.
You guys are definitely building something. And having the pass catching ability of Rondé, and then having Njoku there, the weapons that that the Chargers have now are super, super interesting. And I think that I'm very, very happy with where they are going offensively and the different ways that Njoku can be used by McDaniel, and being able to have like, it's, I don't know, the Rams are trying to show it. The Rams showed everybody, you know, this different looking, like, oh, we can operate out of 13 personnel, and other people try it, but not everybody has 3 tight ends that they legitimately feel good about, and you do have to have the personnel to run it.
Not everybody used to have 3 tight ends. You saw this draft. Everybody's
Everyone
trying to do it
does,
now.
yeah.
Everybody drafted one.
Everybody's gonna try it. Is everybody gonna be good at 13? No. But
will they? Probably.
Maybe.
Probably.
And so if you can put teams in this look, and if you can successfully run offense out of 13, that's a massive cheat code for the Chargers. So I like what they're building. I like this signing, and putting this 13 personnel with Mike McDaniel, who's doing a lot of the fun formation stuff and you know, passing out of run looks, something he was doing 2-3 years ago. This is very, very encouraging for the Chargers team.
The Chargers might have, not the most, because this is a conversation I got to think about further, one of the most versatile weapons rooms, one of the most versatile offenses in the NFL, I think. I think we trust Mike McDaniel to be a versatile coach and to do what the talent indicates and, you know, be a non-simple coach, to say the least. Justin Herbert, obviously, big arm, throw down the field, incredibly accurate all 3 levels, mobile, can do play action, can do shotgun under center, can do anything you want, right? I think it's fair to say Justin Herbert is one of the more versatile quarterbacks in the league. Marion Hampton, power running back. Keaton Mitchell, opposite. Speed, big play, explosive running back. Kamani Vidal, kind of in between. Checks all the boxes in the running back room. Tight end room, like you mentioned, Oronde Gadsden, receiving threat, basically a wide receiver in tight end's body. Charlie Kohler, blocking tight end, amazing at that, not a receiver. And Njoku's kind of in the middle. He's an inline tight end that can do a little bit of blocking. Isn't probably the receiver he once was, but is the balance guy between those two. They have Alec Ingold, one of the few teams that's going to utilize a fullback, a guy who can block and do a little bit with the ball in his hands in those creative formations. Wide receiver room, Lad McConkey, slot guy, slot build, you know, can still play outside to not minimize him because he's small and white, but demon in the slot, crazy route runner. QJ, big body, speed guy. Trey Harris, big X receiver on the outside. Brennan Thompson, they drafted to be the speed guy. It's just a lot of different skill sets at every single facet of this room that they might be one of the most unpredictable offenses. Like I said a lot of words just now. Every room, I had a lot of words to say because there's just so many different skill sets with so little overlap.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest thing that I'm looking forward to with the Chargers coming into this year is just how creative that they're going to be.
Yeah.
And we talked about it earlier, like the upgrade from Greg Roman to Mike McDaniel is going to be one of, you know, probably like the 5 biggest upgrades in the NFL this year.
Yeah.
Maybe one of the 2 biggest upgrades.
Maybe.
Leaving room for a quarterback out there.
I'm excited for them. And they definitely should be at the top of the AFC West, and they can contend. They won 11 games last year with one of the worst offensive lines that we've seen in a long time. And now that that's going to be replenished, now that Justin Herbert and his hand isn't going to be broken, hopefully he doesn't take a million shots every single week. They can do some really, really good things this year.
Justin Herbert had the worst offensive line in the NFL by far.
Yeah.
And probably a bottom 3 play caller. It's so crazy. Like 11 games. I mean, Jess Minter isn't there anymore to win 9 of those 11 games for them, but hopefully the new guys like.
Yeah.
Okay. I feel good about them. Do you think they're gonna have like a top 6 offense in the league next
Hell
year?
yeah. They should. I mean, we'll see. Obviously with them, it always depends on the injuries that kill them every year. They should.
Okay. I'm really interested to see what Amari Hampton's gonna do next year because he did start off fucking slow.
Yeah. Got
injured, of course, which is tough. Came back, had a couple of moments towards the end of the year that jumped off paper. But I'm curious to see. There's like a lot of guys, or 2 guys that kind of need to have somewhat of a bounce back here between him and Ladd. But I don't really have no like worries with Ladd necessarily.
Yeah, and
it's more so
you're right.
Fit.
It helps a lot, like I said, to have a better O-line and no Greg Roman in there.
Exactly.
So Omari Hampton should have a great year. If he doesn't have a great year with one of the best run game coordinators in the league and Mike McDaniel, then you suck and you're a bust of a first round pick because you have everything you need.
Yeah.
Y'all can do it. This is why everything that we're saying about the Chargers, like to go back to our earlier conversation, that I really do think that they can be one of the teams in the AFC this year. And I'm looking at them with a lot of expectations. And if I'm just tabling whatever Kansas City is going to be this year because I want to see Mahomes. I'm going into the year thinking that the Chargers should be at the top of the AFC West for this season.
I cautiously agree. Speaking of teams that I know you for sure think are among the premium teams in the NFL, and I know Donovan Smoot individually has lots of faith in every single year, and I'd say this is one of his favorite teams to watch every single year, and I do not think that I'm exaggerating when I say that. Aaron Rodgers is reportedly planning to stay with the Pittsburgh Steelers this
Oh,
year.
yeah, that's my guy.
Friend of the show?
Friend of the show, Aaron Rodgers.
He's expected to resign. He's doing the same song and dance as last year where they're having meetings. He's taking his time, evaluating his options in terms of retirement and playing, yada, yada, yada. He's going to play for the Steelers next year, and that seems abundantly clear.
Yeah. It just took this long. You know he doesn't have internet, so he'd be off that. They track you on the internet, so he doesn't want to be a part of that.
He still signs contracts instead of DocuSign?
With the quill. Petting quill.
Putting a note in the bottle and then just put it in the water. Again in 3 weeks.
He doesn't even write anything, because when you write something down, that means somebody can steal your signature and steal your identity. What he does is he buys magazines, cuts out every individual letter, serial killer style, and sends that in saying, I am Steeler.
Okay.
Friend of the show, by the way.
Yeah.
Friend of the show.
Yeah. I have no expectations for him.
All I know is I saw the clips from the rookie minicamps of Drew Aller, and my God, his footwork is hilarious. Watching him drop back looked like a deer. Project. He's a year away from being a year away.
Yikes.
2 years away from being 2 years away.
But man, if it hits, if they figure out how to kindle that talent, we'll see.
That's interesting.
Hopefully, being around Aaron Rodgers,
Great influence, am I right?
you learn a little something about footwork, maybe. And
Hopefully that's all you learn.
Yeah.
You think Aaron Rodgers is going to sit down and want to coach somebody or teach somebody?
Nope. He's going to spit on him and tell him to give me my coffee, you stupid. Breece Hall was paid after getting the franchise tag at the beginning of this offseason in a year where presumably everyone thought he was going to get traded after he almost got traded at the deadline. Didn't. They decided to keep him on a 1-year franchise tag. And now they agreed to a contract, 3-year, $45.75 million deal. How do we feel about this? Clearly them saying, we're not trying to strip it down to the studs type of rebuild. We want to have talent in place, so when we get our quarterback, you feel good.
Man, that's a lot of money for Breece Hall. That's a lot of money for him.
That's about the same money as Kenneth Walker got.
Yeah.
And I think it's fair to say Breece Hall could be a little better than Kenneth Walker. Like, that's their comparable level of players.
Yeah, it is. It's interesting to sit down and want to invest that much into him when you were just like maybe a second round pick away to trading him to the Kansas City Chiefs. I don't know how smart this is necessarily, because when you do this, I feel like you're setting out the expectation that you want to be competent next year, which is, clearly what they kind of want to do since they brought in Geno and all that. But I think there's better ways to invest a lot of money than to a middle-aged running back. He's like 25, 26 years old or something like that.
Middle age. You're right. It's just funny. that You're 2.5 years away from the age cliff.
Yeah.
It's 3-year deals. That's fine. I think when you don't have a quarterback contract in place and you're presumably next year going to have a rookie contract, I think it's okay to pay a running back. I think we're kind of, as a fandom of the NFL, need to pay attention to the fact that a lot of smart teams, not to say the Jets are a smart team, but a lot of smart teams are putting money into running back again, putting assets into running back again. Metas change. Metas go back and forth. When certain things feel like they don't have the value because the market overcorrects, the smart teams realize that and go the other way. I think we've seen enough of that with running backs that in the age of too high shells and how hard it is to make big explosive plays, all the smart coordinators are realizing that the run game is how you do that and how you keep the defense honest, which it always has been, right? That's just fundamental football. But it's becoming more and more important when a few years ago it wasn't important because it was a cover 3 league and everybody could bomb down the sideline and copy Mike McDaniel and so forth. Things are different now and running backs matter again. So I'm kind of over criticizing teams that invest in running back when it's not like they're losing anything because of it. It's not like this money was going to go to something else.
Yeah. And Aaron Glenn is like, you can trade Quinn, you can trade Sauce. I need one more person here. He's like, you got to give me some type of fair chance. And the owner was like, listen, I can't expect anything of you last year because you had Justin Fields as your quarterback. I'm gonna give you Geno and Breece Hall. Let's see what you can do. And for this team,
I don't think they're going to be horrible.
No, I don't. I talked about last week. I'm buying stock into the Jets, not to obviously make some wild leap and make the playoffs and stuff like that. But can they can they win 6 games? Can they not be the worst team in the league? Yes. Can they get an
Yeah.
interception? I think that will happen this year.
Vince Carter meme. I got one more in me when it comes to glazing Geno Smith and believing in him to have a bounce back.
I got warm. Yeah.
Travis Hunter is still going to play on both sides of the ball after lots of people on Twitter freaking out because a report that wasn't from a primary source with the team saying he was going to go to exclusively cornerback. Lots of people in the fantasy world screaming from the mountaintops, he's cooked. How did they ever think he could play both sides of the ball? They're stupid for ever thinking that. Travis Hunter has come out and said, fuck are y'all talking about? The GM has come out and said, fuck are y'all talking about? Now Liam Cohen has come out and said, fuck are y'all talking about? The plan has not changed at all. He's going to play both sides of the ball, just as we drafted him to do.
Good. I'm ready to see it. Because watching like week by week, I always had to have the Jaguars on one of like the main games that I was watching, especially early on in the season, because I just wanted to see Travis Hunter play on both sides of the ball. I think if he doesn't get hurt this year and he's able to actually fulfill this promise of being like a two-way player and a two-way demon, it's going to be one of the most fun stories in the NFL. So
Yeah.
I'm excited that he's still getting the opportunity to do that.
It's also got to be one of the. I think I can imagine this being one of the most annoying stories in the NFL too, because of the back and forth and how many snaps that he's going to be taking between the two men. I'm interested. I want to see it happen. Everyone, they especially want to see it happen too because they invested so much in trading up to get him a number 2 overall just last year. It better fucking happen.
Yeah.
It will.
Next news story. Not really a news story, but next tweet on the docket. Who is the Jalen Brunson of the NFL?
Guys who just clutch the fuck up really aren't like expected to do too much or weren't expected to do too much.
Yeah, I think you also have to think about the narrative track of his career, right?
Yeah.
That who came in as an afterthought, probably a backup to somebody else that was more exciting, kind of came up under the wings of somebody, living in somebody's shadow. They got the opportunity to be the guy, and now they're a superstar. Now they're amongst the best in the league, most reliable in the league.
It's kind of like maybe like a Jordan Love. I would think he got drafted like to be the successor.
Yeah,
but,
that's not
but
quite the
then
same.
but then even then he was still the backup for several years. You know, after that.
Well, the
And-
real answer is Brock Purdy, I guess, because he was drafted to be in the same draft as Trey Lance to be his backup. But Trey Lance is better than Luka, so it's not 1-to-1. But the idea of Brock Purdy coming out of nowhere and being so good, kinda. But Jalen Brunson is better than Brock Purdy, so it's not exactly the same.
Yeah.
But that's kind of, if we're picking a quarterback, that's probably the best pick. I think your best bet to find out Jalen Brunson, though, is to pick a receiver that was supposed to be like a wide receiver 2. You know what it is? We just saw the first version of it. Michael Wilson's taken one step to being that this year. It's supposed to be the
That's
guy
good.
who got overshadowed by Marvin. In Marvin being gone, he played better. Now they both played together, and Michael Wilson was still better. If Michael Wilson has a breakout year this year, he plays at the same level, could be him.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. I like that. I think similar things can be said about potentially Luther Burden as well.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, he could be Jalen Brunson.
Yeah.
We gotta see it.
to be the star of the team.
He could
Yeah.
be. We got to see it. It hasn't started yet, but the groundwork is there for him to potentially do that.
Because right now, and obviously it's hard coming off of the production of last year. You feel better about Luther or Colson moving forward?
I think Colson's going to be like the second, third best tight end in the league. So him.
Okay.
But I feel great about Luther.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think Colson's going to be an all-pro. But if you ask me Rome or
yeah.
Luther is a more interesting question, then maybe we can have some debate.
That's tough.
Okay.
Not tough for me, but I get why I said for everybody else.
You're going Luther easy?
Easily.
I would too.
Not really. I mean, obviously, room for that not to be true, but I have a lot of faith in Luther.
Okay. Is there anybody else like at like a running back position? It's kind of hard for running backs to feel like to burst out onto the scene super late.
Yeah, it definitely happens all the time. Like Jalen Warren did that. He was supposed to be the backup for a while. Now he's the guy, but he's not good enough to be the Jalen Brunson.
To be a superstar, it's like
Yeah.
that leap is insanely hard to make.
This happens over the course of NFL history all the time. I'm just like struggling to find it. Like overlooked wide receivers become superstars all the time. Like Antonio Brown was a 6th round pick. Edelman was a nobody. But it's
Yeah.
not quite the same.
And like Puka's a 5th round pick, but he started dominating from the day
Day
he
one,
walked
yeah.
in.
Yeah.
Amon-Ra, late round pick as well. But yeah, I'm trying to think about, these other receivers and stuff like that. But the receivers in the first round, they've been hitting.
Yeah.
A lot of them have just been coming in and being extremely productive. And so they're not giving a lot of space for these other guys to come in and take their jobs, unless you're Marvin Harrison Jr.
Yeah, so Michael Wilson, you might be the
Yeah.
if you do it this year, you prove to be you're ready to make that leap. Might be the Jalen Brunson. All right, next one. Who's the Paul George of the NFL?
Oh shit.
What does this one mean?
Who got a theme song?
Mm.
You have a
two.
really nice aesthetic game, but your stinkers are absurdly loud, and
Yeah.
it always happens in the playoffs. I think it might be Justin Herbert from last year, maybe.
No,
From
Yeah,
last
it's
year, he
not-
was hooping before he broke his hand.
not the same genre of failure as Paul George though. Paul George is also, I think the thing with him is he has the aesthetic, you're right, of like the superstar guys, but he's always been like a notch below. He's never been actually consistently one of the best guys in the league.
It's Justin Herbert.
But no, Justin Herbert in the regular season has been. He like
No, he's cooking.
no, listen,
He's cooking because I mean Herbert's not Mahomes. He's not Allen.
he's
not,
closer
not,
to that than
not-
Paul
he's not
George is to
he's
the
not
top
Lamar.
guys. Is what I'm saying.
peak PG.
He's always
Yeah.
been like he's always been like a top, like, I don't know, 8 to 15 player.
Peak
Consistent.
PG was in the Key Asylum, man.
Yeah,
Paul George in his prime? Yeah.
I mean he had a year. He had a couple years, but like he's never been consistently been a top 5 player.
Top 5, no.
Oh, and it's hard for NFL to NBA.
Yeah.
I just think that Paul George has clearly always been a second tier star.
Mm.
No, we can. There's some.
I mean
there's
that's-
fraud comparison with Justin Herbert, but I think
that's kind of fair though. Like Justin Herbert's never tier 1 quarterback.
I think the tier 2 quarterbacks that round out the top 5 are closer to the top guys than Paul George is to. Paul George has never been in sniffing distance of LeBron or Steph Curry or anything like that, you know. So like I'm not saying Justin Herbert doesn't have. We can make some funny fraud comparisons for sure, like James Harden or whatever. But I think the Paul George one we can find someone that's a little bit like because it's a mix of the flashiness and the aesthetic, but never being a consistent like floor raiser in the regular season over a sample size. Like
He kind of
Yeah, I think he's been
in
the floor
Indiana.
raiser.
Paul George was kind of nice.
sure, but you've never once considered him.
Was he not?
I'm not saying he's bad. I'm just saying he's a clear second tier guy, like if Jordan Love was flashy or something like that. You know, I feel like that's more of an apt comparison.
A flashier Jordan Love.
Pretty flashy.
What do you want him to
He
do?
wanted to be insane.
But I mean, flashy is like,
Fadeaway throws nonstop.
Yeah.
but people don't like romanticize him in the same way for some reason.
4 yard out, fader.
I don't know if there's a Paul George other than Herbert. Herbie might be like the best one
I guess. I mean, in terms of being frauds, sure.
at the QB position.
Yeah, you're kind of you cook with that one.
Yeah.
I like it. Yeah, it's super hard for I think a wide receiver to be like the Paul George because you're not having because there also was a time where you have the like expectations on Paul George, and so to have that on a skill position player is not really there.
Could it be?
Honestly, the closest thing
Yeah.
outside the quarterback is like is there a coach that fits like the Paul
Yeah.
George mold.
And also, I don't think Paul George isn't as much of a. We just mentioned him like he's James Harden, like he's perennially like completely falling apart. He's had some stinkers, but he's not that big of a stinker. That's another thing. Like to draw the Justin Herbert comparison, who has 0 playoff wins.
Yeah.
Paul George isn't like famously that kind of stinker. His
Playoff P?
His stinky moments shine the most, but he's had good moments too. You know, like he's inconsistent, but it's not like every year you disappoint and you don't win and do anything. The playoff P stuff happened more because everyone hates him.
Yeah.
That contributed to it. So we really, really highlight the stinky moments. But he's had plenty of good moments too.
Let me pull up Paul George's
like 60-40.
playoff game
It's
log.
like 60-40.
Maybe I'm misremembering
Yeah.
Paul George's stuff because I obviously like 2021 was especially post Indiana. 2021 is the crowning.
But
achievement.
Indiana happened.
Yes, Indiana did happen.
And that's a big deal to me. And 2021, Indiana happened. The early Clippers years with some stinkers.
We're
Yeah,
5 years
and then-
removed from 2021.
Right before
Well,
that,
he's washed
too.
now, so now it doesn't matter.
Like right before that too, how he left OKC and how like they embarrassingly got like destroyed by the Utah Jazz
By
Donovan
rookie.
Mitchell.
Whew.
Like that's the sneakers. He put up tour dates. He forced Westbrook to put up like fucking 50 shots, bro.
He forced him. Westbrook wanted to put up 50 shots. All right, this is becoming a TD3 conversation.
I know.
Last news story. Jawan Jennings has signed with the Minnesota Vikings to round out their room.
Tough.
They get one of the best blocking receivers in the NFL to complement Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison, Hawkinson. How do we feel about this?
You go get your money, man.
You know what? I think he's one of my favorite players in the league. One of
Why is that?
unique as hell, man. You be you.
She put in that work,
Yeah.
putting guys in the dirt.
Go ahead.
I would have loved him on the Chargers.
I think every team would have loved him.
Facts. They have a
Yeah.
secondary receiver that can make plays and block really well.
Yeah.
The way you described him was just hilarious. A blocking wide receiver.
He is.
He is, and it's extremely valuable. And it's like the combination of Jennings and Justin Jefferson, like with KOC, you're gonna be able to do a lot of things. And
They're gonna be fun, man.
I'm buying in a little bit more.
Kyler Murray, no excuses.
To the Vikings. He hasn't had an excuse for the last 3
Yeah.
years. But yes, no excuses.
No excuses.
It is do or die time for Kyler Murray. You have everything you need. A blocking tight end, a blocking wide receiver.
Blocking wide receiver.
You have a blocking wide receiver and the best receiver in the league. What else?
Blocking wide receiver.
What else?
What more could you possibly ask for? That's the end of our new segment. It is now time for our break in the middle of the show to talk about some bullshit. B-Souls, what are we talking about today on today's house called Producer Corner?
Yes, hold on.
Oh my God, my boy say he's in the Aston doing dope.
Donuts! Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Producer's Corner. All right.
I like the intro today.
Yes.
I like this.
I really do still want to make that beat though. I'm getting around to it.
No
I'm
one's
getting
stopping
around to it. Yeah, no taxes are stopping me actually. But today we are going to be tier listing every month of the year.
Perfect.
Mhm.
Here
Okay.
are the tiers: peak life, cool little month, filler month, we're struggling, delete this month. Let's start off with January.
Filler month.
Filler.
Filler
Yeah.
month. Start of a new year means something. That's like, it indicates something. If you have that kind of hope in the air, it's just for a lot of people, like, is it filler month or is it cool little month?
I think it's one of those two.
I think
It
it's filler.
It's too pivotal though.
Yeah, at the beginning of a year, it can't be
Yeah.
filler. It can be bad or good.
I think the middle of January starts to feel filler because it's like, damn, it's still January. Holy fuck.
I think at every point, once you get past like the first 3 days of January, you lose track of days very, very quickly.
And so is that good? I don't think it can be filler. I think it's too pivotal, but it could be struggling because it's freezing and it's like unenjoyable. It's dark outside.
Yeah, but then I
Or
don't know
cool
if
a
it's
month.
struggling because this is when everyone's like the most ambitious and has all these lofty goals, and in general, like morale is up, gyms are packed, you know.
But that shit dies. It's never this.
But you're not struggling that
That
much,
was
though.
getting
I mean,
to the
well, yeah,
play of
pe-
May.
That's like February-ish.
But that's what I'm
Okay.
saying. But also, you're struggling to stay on track.
No, people be on track in January.
Just the first 5 days though.
Yeah.
I feel like those first 5 days are carrying hard for January.
Yeah. Do you think that the idea of New Year's resolutions and the fact that people get high on that and then immediately 2 weeks later feel the downside of dropping it, does that make people struggle?
It's either struggling or filler month. I don't think January is like that.
Okay, it's cold outside and a lot of people out there have to deal with the realities of their lack of ambition and their inability to see things through. There's probably a lot of blues at the end of January.
I think off of just the strength of it being the start of the year, it cannot be a filler month.
Yeah.
So I'm fine with we're struggling. We're struggling.
Okay.
All right, next month, February.
Is that a filler month?
February.
February is
It's kind of cool.
has the Super Bowl.
Black History Month.
Hey, cool little month
Cool
immediately.
little month.
You're right.
Gotta be.
Gotta be.
Who might disagree?
Yeah, I dare you.
Okay, moving on. March.
Peak life.
Peak life.
March.
I don't know.
Because spring officially starts in March.
But a lot of times, depending on where
But
you
it's
live,
still
it still
cold as
feels
fuck.
cold. Allergies start. I think it's a cool little month.
I think
It's a cool month. Yeah.
It's low key a filler month.
once the spring starts.
Is it the filler month?
No.
You don't really feel spring until April.
Here, but like
In
even-
Texas, you think
but
it felt like spring in March?
sometimes also because
It's a
the
million degrees.
the days start to get longer because you have daylight savings time, and so
True.
the sun starts to come out, and then you're like, wow.
But you keep saying start. Things are
I
starting
think
to happen.
April is the real cool little month.
Yeah, you're talking about things starting
I
to
actually
happen.
don't.
That makes it a
Actually,
filler month.
April's kind
You're describing a filler month. Things are beginning to get good.
March
Yeah.
Madness. Does that matter? No.
March
It's
Madness.
It's a filler month.
To some people, I don't watch college basketball.
Yeah.
but-
March Madness, spring break.
Come on, man.
We're out here.
Final boss.
For college kids, this is definitely peak life.
I'm
We're
not
not
a
in
college
college.
kid, so it shouldn't benefit me. For me, it's a filler month, but I think those are good points. That some things in the calendar do happen in that month that people really like. So if you want to go cool little months, I'd understand.
Yeah,
Sure.
cool little month.
It's a cool little month.
For me, it's super filler.
All right, April.
April's kind of
April's
peak
tough.
life.
April's tough.
Peak
'Cause
life.
it's-
Fucking
it's
love
kinda-
spring, Jesus.
It's kind of,
Spring is cool as hell.
spring is elite.
Yeah,
spring is
spring's tough.
fantastic.
Elite.
Yeah,
yes,
it's elite.
it's yes,
Spring's
it's
the
elite.
third
Second
best
worst
season.
season.
Third?
That's
Yeah.
Summer and fall are objectively much better than spring.
Facts.
That's not a conversation. Spring's at best third.
nah.
Nah, spring is too pivotal. It's turn of the corner, new life.
Turn of a corner.
Yeah, it's new life, bro. It starts to get warm. Flowers start to blooming. You know, you get outside and
Yeah.
do shit a little bit more.
Turn of a corner is
Yeah.
killing me. Every season is a turn of a corner.
Because I like
No,
That's
but
what
it's
I'm
like,
saying.
but,
I like
but
fall.
it's like the biggest change though, because it was piss poor cold,
Yeah.
and now you're getting to like, oh wow, like
Okay,
flowers
well-
start to bloom.
I think this is here. I live in Chicago now. Spring is like a preview, and summer, when summer hits, is when the real jubilation begins. Spring is like, oh, it's almost summer. It's almost summer. It's always summer.
It's just blue balls, dog. Like,
Exactly.
Nah.
And it's fucking. It's May 12th or now. It's 57 degrees outside. It's
But
still
listen,
cold.
it's gonna be like, I think it's gonna be like 77 later today.
Because now we're hitting summer. We've dealt with the spring. It's May.
Either-
So here, spring is just blue balls. Summer's when it gets great. Texas
No.
from the before. Spring is just hot as fuck. It's
Yeah.
just 9 months of summer. So I didn't give a fuck about spring in Texas.
April. If you're just looking, listen, if you're a sports fan, peak life.
Okay.
Peak life. Baseball's back. The NBA playoffs are here. You got
Yeah.
you got the NFL draft. If you into that, the Masters are here as well.
Draft
Like,
lottery and all that.
yeah,
I think
every-
April is peak life, honestly.
Jeff Lottery's May. A lot of stuff we like is in May.
I think April's kind of up there.
okay.
I think
Want
April's
to go peak life?
Yeah.
All right. My birthday
Really?
month is peak life.
What do you
April's
think?
peak.
It's my birthday month, so it's peak life every year for me. It's my month.
All
True.
right, there you go. I guess it's peak life.
Do
All
you
right.
wait? Do you celebrate a birthday month? Are you a birthday week kind of guy?
Birthday weekend now.
Birthday weekend.
Yeah, even when it's not on the weekend, I'm gonna celebrate whatever weekend is the closest.
That's fair.
All right, next May,
Gotta grow
the
up
month
there.
we're in right now.
As a man, birthday weekend. What the fuck?
I was gonna bite
I
my
couldn't
tongue.
let that slide.
I was gonna bite my tongue.
I
Not
know
too
you
much.
never celebrated that shit a weekend. I never did that. You? I
Nah, I'll
don't
be
know.
doing that. I'll be
Come
doing
on, man.
I'll go
gonna
get
do
a
that.
week. It's a fair trade.
I haven't done a
Curls his hair to go to school. Where's the sash?
Yeah. And my birthday has a dollar bill on his chest.
Hey man, you gotta get this money how you can. You gotta do it.
Hell no.
May peak life, or is May filler?
Are we finishing the whole summer peak life? Like, what is the April precedent is,
Is
fucking
May
me up.
is May kind of filler?
I don't know why May would be filler if April wasn't.
May's not a filler. I think May's like a cool little month because you're kind of like waiting for things to really hit, you know?
Why would April be above May?
If you're saying
The-
we're
the-
waiting for
Because
things
the
to hit,
seismic difference
The,
between
the sports calendar in April pushes it forward.
yeah.
Okay.
but if you're saying you're waiting for things to hit, by definition, it has to be filler.
What are you waiting to hit in May?
Full blown summer.
Actual summer.
Yeah, so it's the definition of
Yeah.
Okay.
Summer don't really start until like June.
Yeah.
Okay.
filler.
So it's I feel
Yeah.
yeah.
All
Playoffs
right.
start to slow down too. Yeah.
If you're still in school, school ends at the end of May.
Yeah.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so you're just trying to, it's the last 30 days. Nobody's really doing anything. You're just trying to get out of there.
Yeah.
Is it
Bet.
struggling? All right. Next, June.
Peak,
Peak
life.
life.
Peak life.
Peak life.
Peak life.
Yeah.
Easy.
It's peak life. It's the first time like real heat, real summer hits. You just walk outside. You're like, wow,
Peak life. Now, inversely,
I do like this.
July. Sometimes summer gets a little too old. It's a little too hot for too long. By the end of July, you're like, fuck. Or is that more of an August conversation?
No, I think
That's
I
August.
think, no,
August.
I think July actually we're struggling.
Really?
Really?
Summer gets a little
bro,
long.
it be hot.
Summer gets a little long towards the end of July.
It's hot.
That's me for August. July. That's peak summer to me.
6 weeks of summer, June and the first 2 weeks of July after through the 4th, beautiful. Second
Well,
half of July,
July
sometimes
is-
you're like, fuck man, I need the fall. I'm hot.
That might be a Texas thing.
I don't know. Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah.
It's a here thing. It gets hot as fuck here too in July.
I
July's
guess we'll
peak life.
see.
You just don't got a problem with it here because you have so many cold months, so you take what you can get.
Yeah.
But it gets hot in July.
Okay.
Actually, nah. July might be peak though.
Yeah, it is peak.
Because it is hot.
Just love life.
But now,
Yeah, it's like
listen, man.
He's an optimist.
I'm a happy guy.
I love this.
I'm a happy guy, man. You gotta take every day in stride. It's a good time.
Sure.
But that is the time that honestly a majority of people, because everybody does look forward to summer, and then you're baking in your plans, and like July is the summer month.
Yeah, there's a lot of traveling that happens in July, 4th of July. There's a lot of people grilling and shit. It's my birthday month too.
Hey.
Peak life.
Is August we're struggling?
Yes.
Because you're tired of summer? You're ready for
August is struggling because this is when you start to get just a little bit tired of the heat. You start to see fall around the corner, and even though that you're tired of the heat, you don't necessarily want the cold.
Yeah.
And so it's like we're right there. You're getting to the end of summer. You see your days winding down.
True.
And when you're young, you know school starts end of this month, so the whole lead up is like,
Bro,
fuck.
there's nothing that used to piss me off more as a kid growing up than going to grocery stores and seeing all the back to school sale shit going on. I'm like, fuck, man.
So is it a filler month or active struggle?
I think
Struggle.
active struggle.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like Sunday scaries, but like for a whole month.
Mm.
I think someone said like literally nothing happens in August, like from an event perspective,
Yeah, you just wait.
maybe even holiday perspective.
It's super dry when it comes to sports too.
You're just
Or
waiting for
basketball
football to start at the end of the month.
Oh yeah, especially
Yeah.
for sports fans, August. Ooh.
Yeah,
Sounds
dude.
rough.
Are we deleting August?
Low key.
Let's skip it.
It's my wife's birthday month too. That's tough.
Delete
Tough.
this
No more
one.
birthday.
Same.
Tough.
It's all good.
All right, next September.
September's cool.
September's kind of filler.
Football starts. NFL's back is a pretty big part of the calendar.
That's true.
Yeah.
Cooler month.
It's cool.
You start to get into fall temperatures a little bit.
Yeah.
You see little pumpkins around decorations.
Yeah.
It's a cooler month.
Okay, October.
Peak life. Basketball's back. The best weather of the year. Pure fall. Both sports going on at the same time. Peak month.
I don't know
Pure
if it's the
fall
best
is a
weather of
great
the year.
point.
That's
Pure
a
fall.
lot.
Love fall.
Pure fall.
Damn, the best moments of your life happen in fall.
Best weather of the year in October.
That's drip month for real. That's when you get your
Facts.
football.
So you pull out the flannels and shit.
Yeah.
Wait, in which one of these months is like because you get to that weird part of the year where it's cold in the morning, then hot in the afternoon, and
That's a
then you have
Texas
to-
thing.
It's
Nah.
low key now.
Now,
I sort
Yeah,
of
kinda.
like in the morning it's like 45, 50, and then by the time we get out of here it's like 80 degrees outside.
Yeah.
That's like a fall and spring thing in
Mm.
certain months.
okay.
Yeah. All right. November.
It's low-key a filler month. You're just waiting.
You
till,
have
like,
you
the
have
end of the year.
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving
I don't think
carries
it's
hard.
I don't
Also
think it's
peak
filler.
weather though. Like
Is it peak weather?
I would kind of say struggling a little bit.
This is when it starts to get cold for me.
yeah, I guess a little cold. So it's like I think it's the slightly cold fall of November is really really nice weather wise because you start to feel the crisp air. It's not miserable yet, but it's like it's getting a little chilly. I like it. And Thanksgiving, whatever that means for you, if you guys actively enjoy that as a carrying holiday of the month.
I do, but this is the start of the holiday season.
Basketball's in full swing.
They be having me spend this money, man. I be having to buy gifts for
Pockets be
everybody.
brutalized.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
Is it a filler month?
I was gonna say struggling.
Struggling during Thanksgiving month.
I don't know if it can be
It's certainly
struggling.
not struggling.
Yeah, I don't know if it
It's a
can
good
be
month.
struggling.
We can say filler. Thanksgiving carries too hard.
I didn't ask Thanksgiving. It's gonna be a cool little month.
Okay.
I don't know about cool little month.
Good weather.
People are starting to hate Thanksgiving.
Decent weather.
What the fuck does that mean?
Though. People have been hating on Thanksgiving for a minute.
Who's
Yeah,
people?
it'd be cool little
Who's
month.
people?
What do you mean, people? People like. People, have you not seen
What
the
are these
anti?
combos?
That's what I'm saying. Have you not seen the anti-Thanksgiving
I
sentiments?
think what you're describing is people getting old and no longer being kids and being like, Christmas don't hit like it used to because Santa isn't giving them presents. That's the thing that
I mean, it
feel.
don't. It
Yeah,
don't.
because you're not 12 anymore.
They don't.
Thanksgiving is Thanksgiving. It always has been. People just aren't kids anymore, and you're hitting that mid-20s where you're like, the spirit of Christmas ain't there no more.
Exactly. I am in my mid-20s, and I'm just saying. These are the conversations
20s.
that people are having
Yeah.
about Thanksgiving. I've seen kind of a switch up,
I'm just saying that's
and I've never personally felt that because I
When
do
did you
really
stop
like
getting
Thanksgiving.
presents?
When did I stop getting?
Yeah.
I mean, I never stopped.
Well, like when was obviously, but like from your parents,
Yeah.
like massive presents.
massive presents.
Yeah.
Like
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 that
I-
hit in your childhood.
Donovan got a car last year from his parents.
that is not true. That's not true. I don't know. Maybe
Like when did they stop making like a big thing? Oh, Santa's here or whatever.
Well, that's a different conversation.
yeah, that is different. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. It's kind of different because my sister is also like 4 years younger than me, so I think we kept up the facade for a little bit longer as I was in like my teenage years. But I can't remember the specific year.
Mm.
But in terms of like waking up and like going downstairs and like something's
Yeah.
there, maybe 13.
Oh, okay. That's not bad.
Yeah, maybe that age.
It's not bad.
I'm not sure.
Okay. Well, I think November nets out a filler month.
Filler month, okay.
Yeah.
I'm cool with that.
All right. Last December.
Peak.
Gotta be, right?
I think if Christmas carries
Just the
very,
holidays.
very
alone.
hard.
It's the holidays, I guess.
If you're
Y'all-
broke though, it's a tough
Well,
one.
y'all enjoy life.
I love life, man. It's great.
Wow.
It's fantastic.
Gotta humble their spirits.
5 months of the year is peak. Okay.
Listen,
If
You
half
might be
the-
watering down peak a little
half
bit.
the year. Why the fuck is April and peak? That's the worst pick on this tier list.
No, you have to have spring there.
I don't think you do.
You do.
I
Same.
really don't. Spring
mean,
is the
we-
definition of a transition month, like
Literally.
season. Like that's what it's for.
April is so regular.
see, and that's the problem.
April just ended.
Y'all looking at stuff is just filler. You need to take advantage of every day. Nah, April's really like that.
April just ended. I didn't say you
March
beast
is
every
really
day.
like that too, but we're just gonna put in a cool little month. There's like, listen, man.
You want to put half the calendar in peak life.
Listen, man. There's a lot of stuff to look forward to. It's a lot of good things.
I got a lot of producer call. I'm putting this in this is my birthday month too. I'm putting this in.
There you go.
Wow.
That's a better
Filler
tier list.
month.
Yeah.
That's a better distribution.
That's still seven months of the year being cool, little month or up. That's still good. Still
Yeah,
optimistic.
There's only 2 negative months on here.
Yeah. We love life. Over
Everyone
here.
always says we do too much in the top tier in our tier list, too much S tier. Now you see why.
We're too jolly, I guess.
Too much optimism in this room.
Hey
Come
man.
on, man.
Shout out life.
Shout out life.
And there you go.
Drake drops this week.
You're looking forward to that?
You wear your Oreo hoodie to celebrate.
Come on.
Oh, you are.
About to get my AP soon.
Oh, the $300 one.
500.
I thought it started at 300.
It was 400 to 500.
I missed that. They're selling.
I'm getting
cheap
the
AP.
500 though.
400 to
Oh,
500.
you getting the 500? My bad.
They're selling cheap APs.
Yeah.
Yes.
Are they fire?
Nah, they look cool.
You think you get one?
Huh?
You get one?
When they start making the reps?
Mm.
Yeah.
They're already camping out. It's crazy.
They're camping out for the cheap APs.
Yes. Because they know the resale is going to be like 3,000. And this is the only time they can afford APs,
Wow.
which is fine.
Wait,
It's the only
also,
time I can afford APs.
wait, so since you're certified OVO, you think he won? You think
Oh, no.
oh,
No,
okay.
He
absolutely.
said, "Listen, I'm not stupid.
Yeah, I'm not stupid. I was there, but you know, I love forever.
Every time you do that, it's like a cat.
Booger's gonna come downstairs.
Start whacking you.
Another one?
Yeah.
Next thing we're gonna do today, we are gonna do a draft. We're gonna see if we can build the worst quarterback in the NFL with
that's
traits
easy.
from current day quarterbacks. We're gonna spin this. It says 0-17 team. I forgot to change it. Really, we're gonna build a terrible QB.
All right,
Okay.
let's
do
spin
it.
it.
Start
So-
spinning.
So we have body, accuracy, arm strength, processing, mobility, and clutch. First team, Tennessee Titans. What do we want from Cam Ward?
Damn. Sorry, Cam.
I think at this point, everything else is kind of fine. But
How's his body?
listen, his team it's not necessarily his fault, but they do be losing games.
Yeah, he's probably not clutch yet. He's also not a great processor yet. He's too young.
Yeah.
So do you want to just put the young guy for processing and just say you haven't seen a whole bunch in the league?
Yeah, the only thing, unless we want to save processing for getting like Deshaun Watson or some shit from the Browns.
All right, you know what? Cam Ward has not grown into his clutchness.
Okay.
We
No
can-
clutch gene, Cam Ward.
Okay.
There you go.
That's,
Just
we're a
because he
little
hasn't
shaky
been there.
here. We're a
He
little
hasn't been
shaky.
there yet.
That's fair.
All right, spin number 2. Who do we got? Bengals.
Mm.
Ooh, what is Joe Burrow's worst trait?
I feel like we
Fuck.
have to go body. He say getting hurt.
Body or mobility?
Yeah, mobility. He also doesn't move like that.
I don't see him moving at all.
We can ensure our quarterback does no wiggle.
Yeah.
He can move a little bit,
Yeah.
but it's.
Has some pocket mobility.
I mean, the only worst mobility we can get is like Stafford.
Yeah.
Are we not going body? He's
We can do mobility.
every other year he's out for the season.
Yeah, but he's big. Do you want to try to get someone
He's
small with a
6',
shitty
yeah.
body? Do you want to get like Tua or something like that?
Yeah,
Dylan
he's like
Gabriel?
6'5" or whatever.
Kyler Murray or something.
Yeah, somebody tiny.
Yeah.
So
We can do
mobility.
Mobility.
What do you want to do?
All right, we'll go mobility.
Yeah.
All right, Joe Burrow. He can move a little bit, but we know we're not going to have great legs.
Mm-hmm.
Plenty of bad quarterbacks move like Joe Burrow. Bengals again. Spin it again.
Respin. Okay. Please
What we
give us
got?
a
What we
sugar.
got? Bears.
Fuck.
Accuracy, I guess.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
for
Caleb
Caleb.
accuracy.
You're right. You're
Caleb
right.
Yeah,
accuracy.
Caleb accuracy. Consistency with his accuracy.
Okay.
Perfect. Got his one weakness on there. Next spin.
His one weakness.
Where we going?
Please.
Body, arm strength processing.
Fuck.
Josh Allen. We always get bad
Fuck.
players, and now we're getting the best ones.
Come on, man.
Fuck.
Y'all are
we're
getting
cooked.
all
I guess okay. We
superstars.
kind of have to just go
Should we go-
processing.
Yeah, processing. Just hope his bozo gene kicks in more often
Yeah.
than not.
Okay.
Bozo Gene.
He do be.
If we
having
give him
some
a
bozo
weak arm
moments.
and small body, Josh Allen's processing would suck ass. So there we go.
Another frail body.
Jaden Daniels on the Commanders.
Another frail
Funk.
body.
It's frail, but he's fast.
But he's not gonna be there.
Oh, but we got mobility of Joe Burrow, so we're taking away his speed.
Yeah.
Let's go. We just got the stature of Jaden Daniels. He's skinny as hell. Let's go, Jaden Daniels on body.
Skinny dude. Okay.
If his skinny ass couldn't run, that all he would stink.
Oh my goodness.
All right, last spin.
Hold on. If we get a weak arm, this might be a bad quarterback.
Full of. Okay.
Spin again. Come on.
Love
Give,
of
give me a
God.
weak
Please,
arm. Give me a
bless
weak
me.
arm.
Please.
Bless me.
Okay, we have the Vikings. Are we allowed to pick Jason McCarthy? Because listen, right now they say it's a QB competition.
He is.
Mm.
Yeah. That's.
They're saying nobody's decided yet.
We're doing so much semantics. Go ahead.
Jason McCarthy arm strength. Is this the worst QB in the NFL?
We have a trait from 9, so yes.
Okay.
There you go. We did it. We drafted the worst quarterback in the NFL today. We got Jaden Daniels, stature, Caleb Williams, accuracy, JJ McCarthy, arm strength, Josh Allen, processing, Joe Burrow, mobility, and Cam Ward,
This
clutch.
is not the worst quarterback.
Who
in the
could this
league.
be?
It's not good.
Y'all actually got all stars for once.
What should we have done? I guess we should have went, if we would have went Cam Ward processing, then we would have had Josh Allen clutch. Wasn't very clutch this year.
Yeah.
So yeah, we could have
Damn.
did that.
Okay. Shout out.
There was nowhere else to put Jaden Daniels.
Josh Allen's processing is too good. That's what holds us back. That's what makes us decent.
Do we just build CJ Stroud minus body? I guess.
I guess.
Skinny? Yeah. I don't know. But this guy, he's not a Pro Bowler. He's not an All-Pro.
Is he a starter? I don't know.
Maybe.
I don't know. He low-key could get benched.
Starter? Nah.
Maybe. Again, the Josh Allen processing is carrying.
But if Josh Allen wasn't built like a buffalo and couldn't make things happen, would his processing be good?
Maybe.
I don't know.
Maybe. Maybe the 9 arm strength throws everything off.
9 is a strong arm. He's just not accurate. We can throw that bitch a little bit.
He'd be overthrowing.
Yeah.
He'd be throwing too far. I don't like this.
QB's decent.
Yeah, fuck, man.
Fuck.
I don't like this.
Shit's
failed.
decent.
Damn it.
I hate when that shit's decent. Next thing we're going to do, we are going to put some of the biggest NFL controversies of our lifetime into a tier list. The tiers of these controversies are: this changed history. This was a national emergency. I'm still not over it. Y'all care too much. I kind of like this.
Mm.
And they got away with it.
Okay.
These are the tiers we're operating with. These are all controversies that happened, the things that got talked about a lot in the media. Just general bad news that if you're a fan of one of these players or teams, you didn't enjoy this era, to say the least.
Okay.
And with this being the NFL, I think it's only right that we start off with one catch-all to address one thing before our entire tier list is filled with criminals. First in the tier, all 100 NFL players that have committed heinous crimes against women. They got away with it.
Yep.
Yeah, they did. They don't belong anywhere else.
Yeah, in Roger Goodell's league, they will always get away with it. We could have filled this entirely with criminals.
You could have put it there. You could have put national emergency, but they got away with it.
And they always will, because the NFL does not care about anything other than the bottom line.
Protect the shield.
Damn.
Protect the shield.
Protect the shield.
Next up,
Damn Goodell.
Rossini and Rabel's controversy. Where does that go?
So he has not been fired yet, or he hasn't resigned. So I don't think it's changed history, but it is a national emergency.
Okay. The world stopped because of it.
The
Yes.
way they're treating it, yes, they're leaking photos every single day, bruh. It's ridiculous.
People are going back into their Snapchat memories and saying, "Have I ever seen these two people together?" And they are selling them to TMZ for some bread.
And somehow many people answer that question with, yes, I have seen them together in public, being affectionate, looking crazy, and it's happened multiple times over.
Yes.
I
So
think I saw them at this point.
it is a national emergency.
They're at spring break. Rabel's a final boss.
I did not see him at spring break. Hold on.
6'6" unit.
Who would put this at? Imagine someone put this at kind of like this.
Oh, I guess the way to kind of like it would be you're
fuck
praying on the downfall of the Patriots, and you're a
Yeah.
Patriots hater, and you're like, we got him again. Another one.
Fair.
Kind of sick though, man.
But once again, we have a Patriot in the middle of a controversy. of a scandal. Just a long line of scandals for that franchise.
But they do. It's in their blood.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it is a national emergency. And we need all eyes and all resources to figuring out this emergency.
When
What needs
will
to
it
happen?
end?
What needs to be the outcome here?
Yeah, what needs to end?
How do we end this emergency?
More pictures. More video.
Overwhelming amounts of evidence.
Faber gotta quit, man. You gotta quit and just move to a random country.
Is there a world where he quits? How unlikely is this that it goes that far?
The pressure gonna get to him.
Like weeks ago, I said it's probably nothing's gonna happen. Whatever. Kraft is gonna fire somebody for being not the best lover. I doubt it. More and more pictures keep coming out. When does enough become enough?
Yeah, what type of op does Orsini and Vrabel have to have for them to just keep on going, bruh? I think he has to quit.
Bro, they want a boat in Tennessee. Like, you coach the Titans. We know who you are. You're also 6'6", 250.
Not
like,
discreet.
Yeah.
I know who you are. I need another video though. Like, it's just hilarious.
At this rate, you can get 3 more videos.
Thank you.
Next one, Deflategate. Stick it on the Patriots. This was talked about as the #1 news story for a fucking year on ESPN. You couldn't escape it if you were alive in 2014.
Y'all cared way too much about Deflategate. The game in which they said that they cheated, they beat the Colts 45-7.
Very true.
They whooped them up and down the field. This had nothing to do with deflated footballs. They were just a better football team.
Yeah, but you fuck with the integrity of the game, though.
They went to court over this.
Over deflated balls.
over deflated footballs. Y'all cared way too much every single day. At a certain point, I legitimately was like, did Tom Brady commit an actual crime?
Yeah, I was gonna say they treated him in the tabloids the same way Michael Jackson was treated in 2001 or something.
It was
They
way
treated
too
Tom
much.
Brady like he was a terrorist.
It was way too much.
Bro,
like
when I found out about what Tiger Woods actually did as an adult, I was like, yo, I'm doing too much, man. It was
Tiger Woods?
that type of moment.
no.
No, because weren't they going crazy on him just for cheating? Like he was a criminal.
I'm noticing something about this guy, man.
Yes, he did. So yes, he got caught up over cheating.
He has some unsaid words about the whole Rossini thing. I could tell.
Yo, chill, bro. Yo, chill. Was it good eats? All right. Let me not bring that to this platform.
But
Let's go back.
Tom got suspended for 4 games because of this. Y'all cared way too much. He should have never been suspended. Y'all should have never went to court. It was too much.
You stand with the Patriots on the Deflategate matter.
Well, they got stripped from 2 draft picks too. It was shit.
It was a lot
kinda
for
disgusting.
nothing. Again, they beat him 45-7.
Yeah.
They had just, it did not need to happen.
And I think a lot of Patriots fans will tell you too that they were completely scapegoated because Roger Goodell at the moment, the idea of him not taking crime seriously was really stacking up. So this is the one where they're like, see, we are harsh on crime. Just not the ones that have to do with women. We care about deflated balls, not punching people.
Again, protect the shield,
Protect the shield.
integrity of the game.
You said they went to court. Did they win?
No, they lost because what the whole premise was like, yo, like, because at the time Roger Goodell was the one that was handing out suspensions and he was the one that was appealing. They're like, you can't do that, and then they took it to an actual judge and they were like, well, it says that he could do it in the CBA, so yeah, he actually is suspended.
Damn.
So
Okay.
So that's what happened. Also, y'all care too much. Y'all put the battery in the Patriots' back. They won the Super Bowl this year because y'all gave Tom Brady, the most competitive man in the world, a chip on his shoulder and said, "Yeah, the world doesn't like you. The world doesn't believe in you. What are you prepared to do?"
You caused the great lock-in that made him the GOAT.
And Tom said, "I'll just win again and again and again."
Tough. Dez caught it.
I kind of like this.
Come on, of course you do.
Of course, I like it.
Famously, Dez Bryant in a playoff game catches the ball, goes down to the ground. The ball slightly moves when it hits the ground, sets the precedent that you must survive the ground to have it be a catch. This decided a run that the Cowboys could have made the Super Bowl if you ask their fans. This call alone robbed them of that. How do we feel about it?
I love it
Do you love it?
because it was a catch.
They very much got screwed.
It was very much a catch. They very much got screwed, and they will never stop talking about it.
They act like it is like a national emergency, bro. Like the way people came in talking about it when I was in high school, like 9th or 10th grade or whatever, it was ridiculous. You
Did
act
this change
like,
history?
yes, basically.
Honestly, kind of, because the Cowboys. Because that year, it would have been them versus the Seahawks in the NFC Championship game. That was one of the best versions of the Cowboys, and Any one of the years that they're like, we're gonna go to the Super Bowl. 2014 was one of those years, and history got changed.
Was that the year DeMarco Murray was incredible? Am I getting that year right? 2014?
Yes, I think so.
That was DeMarco Murray's insane year before he went to the Eagles?
yeah.
What a year, man. DeMarco Murray was so fun to watch. Just junior Adrian Peterson. He hit 1,845 yards this year, 13 touchdowns.
Jesus.
1,800.
You had to be there.
And they didn't make it to a conference championship game because of this call. Thank you. I do love this.
It changed
Okay.
history?
Oh, no, it did change history, though.
Did it, though?
Kind of.
Did she like officiating or something like that? How?
They doubled down. They said, yeah, you got to survive the ground.
Mhm.
So
So-
change history, yeah.
But nah, because I think it would have changed history if they flipped the rules because of it. But they doubled down and said, nah, we're standing on this. So maybe,
It's just I like this.
yeah, maybe you just like it. We'll just give that to you.
You're weird.
You enjoy the Cowboys' downfall.
Perfect.
Bounty Gate. When Sean Payton got suspended for an entire year
Oh, he's going to hell, man.
for
That shit's crazy.
evidence that they paid players to injure other players.
Oh my God.
That's a national emergency.
Yo, he's actively nuking players, bro. Yes, that is a national emergency.
I'm going to say this changes history because it caused the movie, too.
Mm.
Really? Oh.
Yeah, wasn't Kevin James? Didn't he play Sean Payton? In the movie?
was that about Bounty Gate?
I just know he played Sean Payton. Was that about Bonnie Gate?
I don't know.
Kevin James.
Let me look this.
It could be completely true. That's an hilarious image.
I've never seen that movie.
Mister.
Yeah. So Sean Payton's home team in the Netflix movie. It's a movie about where he coached during Bounty Gate.
Oh. So
And Kevin James was Sean Payton. That's insane. I don't feel like Kevin James should be playing Sean Payton. That's just a weird idea to think about.
that's the main takeaway from Bounty Gate is why did you let Kevin James play Sean Payton in a film?
Kind of changed history.
All right, change history. There you go. Bounty Gate changed
Hell
history.
yeah.
He gave us another straight to DVD movie.
That's the headline of Bounty Gate. Michael Irvin stabbing his teammate in the neck with scissors, and the Cowboys proceeding to cover it up.
Hey
Nah,
man,
that shit crazy.
he got away with it.
He got away with it.
He got away with
If you guys don't know what happened, in the locker room, in what year was it? 1998. They were getting haircuts from a local barber, and Michael Irvin got in an argument with one of his teammates, told him to get out the chair. He wouldn't do it. They got in a fight. He stabbed him in the neck. It created a 2-inch hole in his neck.
Yeah.
Could have died.
To Everett McIver, offensive lineman of the Cowboys.
But he didn't.
Did die.
Come on, man.
And so he got away with it.
People get stabbed every day.
People die every day, man. I'm sorry.
You also don't talk about this enough. No one cares about this enough.
Because it's Michael Irvin. He'd be wilding sometimes.
He was on probation for an incident involving a motel room, drugs, and strippers. So he would have went to jail if this was reported. So they covered up for him.
Yeah, he got away with it.
He got away with it.
He got away, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? Do I blame the Cowboys for covering that up for him? They're looking out for Mike.
This is how come we like him, man. God damn.
They don't got to send Mike to jail. Did Everett want to send Mike to jail? Probably not.
You know, tell the entire Cowboys nation that you're sending the playmaker to jail.
He almost
Guess
killed
what?
somebody.
They'll stab you too.
Next up, Laramie Tunsil's famous draft night photo that leaked before the draft, like 3 hours prior, and made him slide to no longer be the number 1 pick.
Legit, this changed history.
This changed history. Laramie Tunsil would have been a top 3 pick. He fell because a video of him.
What is that?
Yeah, I covered it up for monetization reasons.
Okay.
He has a bong with the fucking gas mask attached to it. And he was getting out of this world. And the video of that leaked 3 hours before the draft.
Listen, we care about this too much.
Probably.
When did it actually happen? Was it 3 hours before the draft?
Literally 3 hours before the draft, the video leaked online.
No, I get that it leaked, but did the actual act happen 3
Oh,
hours
no.
before the draft?
It's probably like it was in his camera roll and somebody hacked his iCloud.
Okay.
It could have been any number of days old.
Listen, man, this is before he starts his NFL career. He's just trying to get geeked and live life, bro. That's it.
Probably didn't care too much. He fell like a meaningfully low amount in the draft because of this.
Yeah.
If you wanted Larry Tunsil to be your franchise tackle, I don't think him getting a little high changes that. It shouldn't.
Y'all care too much?
Knowing how we feel about this now, if something like this happened, would somebody, how far would somebody drop? If they were supposed to be like the number 1 overall pick.
Okay, so let's say the best non-quarterback in the draft, if Arvell Reese, David Bailey did this, would the Jets drop him down their draft board, or were they still thinking about two?
I think they would probably drop him, even though that like it's legal in New York, you can do all that stuff. I think he would still drop.
Just because it's like a PR issue.
Probably.
Yeah.
But he just got hacked. It's not like he posted it.
No, I'm not saying it's his fault. I'm not saying he did anything wrong. I'm just saying the picture got out there and now people feel a certain type of way. I think he probably does.
You
drop.
said picture. That's what's funny. It was a video.
Oh, true.
It was him lifting the mask up.
Yeah.
And like,
Gas mask.
Yeah.
the gas mask is nuts. He's a professional.
He was trying
I've
to
never
get
seen
fucked.
anybody do that. I know a lot of smokers. I've never once seen anybody consider a gas mask.
Dude, he was getting fucked up. What the hell?
I know, good for him. You care too much about this.
And that was pre-AI, so we know it was you.
He lost so much money. Fuck, man.
You really did. Next up, Spygate. Going back to the Patriots.
National emergency or this changed history? Oh well, I'm gonna say maybe this changed history. They got a first round pick taken away from them. So
It's a pretty big deal.
it is a
They
big
changed history though. Just punish them. Just punitive. Nothing really happened. No rules were changed. They were just cheating. They were just recording practices. You just can't do that. And they said, hey, stop that.
But
It changed the Patriots' perception forever. If that means history.
yeah, you can say that because this is the jumping off point. What we just talked about with like Deflategate happens after this, Rossini and Vrabel happen after this, Kraft happens after this. Like it's just a long line of scandal after scandal. Spygate is the main one where like a team that I feel like any other team that wins 6 Super Bowls over a 20-year span, they instantly are one of the 5 most popular, famous teams in the country, in the world. I don't feel that way with the Patriots. I don't feel like the Patriots have a national brand like.
No, yeah, they have
like-
a perception of being cheaters forever.
Yeah, they're not like the old school Steelers or like the Packers or anything like that. And it probably is because of Spygate.
Yeah. Well, that's another conversation too, is these days everybody's negative and everybody hates dynasties.
Yeah.
Patriots hated, Chiefs hated, Warriors hated, Thunder hated. Nobody likes dynasties anymore.
But even the first 3 were in 2000. Like you should be able to still have a little bit of a runway from the start of the millennium. But
It's also Boston. Nobody likes Boston.
Foxborough. Chill.
Nobody likes Boston.
yeah,
I'm still not over it. It makes it sound like we personally care. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, but it did ruin their
The
fucking.
people still aren't over it, and the perception never left them. So I think I'm still over it is good. Because people will always associate Bill Belichick and Tom Brady with being a little bit of cheaters.
I'm still not over it.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. It is. It's part of their Wikipedia page in like the first 2 paragraphs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh, wow.
exactly. It's one if you ask the random uncle you have what he thinks about Bill Belichick, he'll be like, oh, cheater. I don't like him.
Yeah,
That's the first thing he'll say. Next up, Antonio Brown, never playing for the Raiders, getting traded from the Steelers, and never playing a single game after they give him an $80 million contract. Being released in training camp because he wouldn't want to wear the same helmet they had, wouldn't do their practice routines, and just overall was the beginning of his diva downfall.
I'm gonna say he's still not over it.
You still care?
It is. It's kind of
Me
ridiculous.
personally, probably not. But I think Raiders fans still hate Antonio Brown.
Oh, as they
Yeah.
should.
Yeah.
Everybody should hate Antonio Brown, especially Raiders fans.
So yeah, they're probably just never gonna. Yeah, they're never gonna let that go.
Mhm.
What about Antonio Brown quitting on the Buccaneers and leaving mid-game, taking off his jersey, taking off his pads, dancing to the crowd, and leaving the NFL forever?
Kind of like that. That's tough. I kind of like this. If there's a way to go out, knowing him, he could have like retired in so many different ways. This is the absolute coolest way to do so. I like this.
Coolest way?
That's just
Yeah.
not cool at all. He
For
was a
sure.
loser.
Quitting mid-game? Yeah,
That
that's
is not
hard.
cool.
He looked
Yeah,
like
yeah,
a
waving up. Yeah, I'm out of here.
He's a fucking loser. That shit was not cool.
That is not cool
I
at
like
all.
it, man. I like
I'd
it.
like it if it was Antonio Brown. Maybe it could be funny. That shit was lame as hell because it was him doing it.
Now, maybe y'all would have liked it better if it was like after the game and after they won and all that. Then sure, that's more like respectable and commendable. But when he knew he was done, he's done. He wasn't gonna force anything,
Bro, we're trying to win a Super Bowl here.
bro. He
Lock in.
left the game before the game left him. He was being honest.
Mm.
Well, he did it over like disagreements with the coaches. Like, he was like diving out. He didn't leave the game because he was like, I'm cooked. I can't do it.
Yeah.
The coach told him to sit down, and he was like, "Who the fuck are you talking to?" And then he
Well,
Rage
mentally
quit.
he was cooked. He knew.
he's mentally he was cooked for a long time.
So we're doing with it.
I guess still not over it. Still a loser.
It is funny. We'll
It
never
kind
see
of was a
anything like
national
this.
emergency though.
Was it?
It was kind of a national emergency because like I just remember everyone's like, yo, you see what Antonio Brown did? Oh my God. And then like the video just starts going around.
Yeah.
And the picture of him leaving the field, that meme and that image is still circulating. Like it is still thought about.
Okay, either one's cool with me.
I don't care.
Richie Incognito bullying. The scandal of the Miami Dolphins in the early 2010s of Richie Incognito bullying one of his teammates into leaving the team.
This is one of the first times when I was younger where I discovered the word hazing.
This is probably a national emergency. This was talked about everywhere.
It was. And the crazy part about it is that oh boy, Jonathan Martin, he came out a couple years ago and said, I actually never felt like I was being bullied.
Really?
Shit was manufactured?
He said he spent 10 years trying to fix the story.
What type of bullying are we talking about here?
Yeah, it's him none.
Yeah. But at the time they were saying it was just like a lot of like harassment and racial slurs and stuff like that.
Oh,
And
wow. Okay.
Richie Incognito, still not over it. He himself, he will remember this to the day he dies.
He's
And
a
honestly, at this point, he probably wants to bully Jonathan Martin. he probably wishes that he'd said all the things that
If I went down for it anyways, I might as well just give you a noogie, throw you in the trash can.
Said some words.
Yeah, might as well. If I'm paying the price either way,
Yeah.
might as well get it off. Oh, yeah, still not over it is a good one for that. Riley Cooper saying the N-word. Donovan, as an Eagles fan, how did it feel to see him saying the N-word at a concert?
That was crazy. I mean, one that I didn't know.
You could have assumed so much about Riley Cooper.
Yeah. Was it a national emergency?
He wasn't that good, was he? He was
No,
not.
but at the time, I think we were still kind of relying on Riley Cooper.
Yeah, he's important.
Yeah.
Yeah, what'd you do?
He's hilarious, man.
There's like 2 tiers this can't go on.
Yeah, like so he didn't get away with it. I don't like it. It didn't change history. I don't think we cared too much about it. I think we cared just the right amount.
Does this deserve to be on the list? I don't know.
Is this a national emergency?
No, it wasn't. I mean, it
gotta
opened
go
like
somewhere,
a bigger
right?
discussion.
It might, yeah.
Low-key, yeah. It was at the time of the year. It was 2014?
Yeah.
This is when
A
they
pretty
started.
pivotal world event happened in 2014 that led to racial
Yeah.
conversations. This probably did throw a lot of fuel onto the fire of that conversation at that time. Yeah, national emergency.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, this is before All Right came out.
Yeah.
So we didn't know what to do.
Before it dropped.
The tuck rule. Famously in a playoff game, Tom Brady gets sacked. They lose the game on a fumble, but the referees say, nope, he was tucking, so they keep possession of the ball, and the Patriots go on to win the Super Bowl.
Change history.
Change history.
Change history.
Okay, did they revoke the tuck rule after this? Did they change the rule?
I can't remember the if they like revoked it or if they put it in there. Either way, if the Raiders win this game, they might win the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
You don't get another Tom Brady Super Bowl win. The legend doesn't grow. And this also leads to the idea, this leads into Spygate of the Patriots are just cheaters and the league is on their side. So
They're the original of people making jokes saying the refs were on their side, the refs gave them the win.
Yeah.
This is the OG that this is really the birth of the resentment of the Patriots. Spygate was like the finishing factor of them being hated. This was like the spark.
And Charles Woodson's talked about it, and he's still like, both him and Tom Brady, like they both went to Michigan, like they're both, Hall of Fame. Like they should be guys that like each other, and they probably do. But Charles Woodson always is like, I'm still not over that.
Yeah.
I would never will. So it's either change history or I'm still not over it. And it probably leans more into change history.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shador Sanders getting prank called on draft night, telling him you're selected by a team that was not true.
I'm still not over it.
You're not over it?
Y'all did him dirty.
That shit was hilarious. That shit, wasn't his brother streaming that too?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Nah,
he was-
that shit's
he was live.
hilarious.
Can I be honest?
I kind of like it.
Decent prank.
No, that's a fire prank. I'm not gonna lie.
Decent prank.
I'm not gonna lie, that's fire.
Decent prank.
Bro, I would be so mad if that happened to me.
Not too bad.
In a day like this. Fuck, man.
Now that we're past the moment whenever we don't gotta like act like he fucking killed somebody. Decent prank. Nobody died. Nobody was harmed. I'm sure Shador got over it pretty fast.
I don't think so.
It's probably all right at home.
I don't think so.
It's kind of funny.
You could have got your dad fired. Like
That's
not
that
a-
kid's crossed the bear. I don't care about what goes on in the Falcons organization.
You're just saying as a prank. Like
As an observer who has an opinion on the prank, decent
That's
prank.
tough. That's a quality prank.
Decent
Creative prank. Do you know how many like loopholes you have to jump through to do that? That's crazy. I love it.
there's a lot of people who because Shador wasn't the only one. Like a lot of other people got prank called too.
Mm.
Yeah.
Get
Decent
pranked.
It's mean, but it's fire.
Decent prank.
Okay.
And that is our tier list. How do we feel about this?
I think it's okay. I don't think that anything should be changed.
Y'all are not over a lot of these things. Okay.
So stuck up on it.
Again, that's not us personally.
Okay.
Like 3 of them are kind of in, like 2 of them, the nation isn't over it. Richie Incognito's still not over it. And I'm sure Shador for the rest of his life, like, is gonna
He
hate
won't
that
be.
kid.
Yeah.
I feel like Shador's probably super over it.
Nah, that's embarrassing.
It's
Right.
kind of embarrassing. It's just kind of like he got drafted. It's not like the end of the world.
Would it be crazy for me to say Ravels? I kind of like this. Like it's kind of funny at this point.
We
I ain't
know
gonna
you
lie.
like this.
At this point, it's kind of funny. I ain't gonna lie. Like I don't like the act, but it's kind of funny. It's
But you don't
kinda-
hate the act.
Oh no, I hate the act. I hate the act.
Sure.
Would never do it.
That's a different conversation.
All right, man.
I didn't say you do it. I said you don't hate it.
I got my eyes on you, B.
Okay,
Next thing we're gonna do today,
take them off. Take them off.
we are gonna see a name of a past NFL QB. We have to pick their best modern comparison in today's NFL. So whether it be their play style, their narrative, their place in the league, all of that combined, which 2026 NFL QB most closely embodies this quarterback?
Mhm.
All right.
Okay.
Who do we got up first? First name up. Ooh, Cam Newton. Who is 2026 Cam?
It's
Josh Allen.
It's Josh Allen. It
Yeah.
has to be.
Playstyle wise, that's definitely the closest. Do we feel like their career arcs and narratives are close though?
No, I mean Josh is just better.
Yeah, better Cam.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And so like if Cam was ever able to put it all together as a passer, then we would be seeing Josh Allen. But that's the closest comparison that you can make simply because of physical stature and just how much bigger they are than everybody else.
Yeah, I don't know if there's anyone else who can like enter the conversation right now.
Yeah, because I mean, how else outside the playstyle? How else would you define being a Cam Newton in this era? Being a successful prospect, highly touted, number 1 overall pick, comes out, is incredible, is fun right away, has team success at one point, but then it all kind of falls apart.
Mm-hmm.
There's that arc of being the top guy. Like
Oh, Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow made 1 Super Bowl, started getting hurt all the time right after. That's exactly like Cam Newton. Playstyle's different.
had the rise 1 year after winning the Heisman.
Playstyle's exactly playstyle's completely different, but the arc is kind of the same. Heisman, number 1 overall pick,
A lot
but
of
swaggy
injuries.
guy people like. Listen, Joe Burrow,
But he's
the
too
swag,
good, though.
kind of the white version.
He's too good though.
Who?
Cam Newton won MVP as well.
Yeah, no. Joe Burrow on a year-to-year basis is too good. He's too consistent.
Sure, but he's been hurt so much, and Cam Newton fell off because of injuries too. It's kind of similar trajectory.
They both made the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
lost
they did.
it.
Yeah, it's the only thing is Joe Burrow's injuries haven't like fucked up his arm like Cam's. Luckily, his lower body, so he's not losing it.
Yeah.
But Cam wasn't always inaccurate. It's because his shoulders got fucking obliterated.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Okay.
yeah, either Joe Burrow or Josh Allen.
Okay.
Josh Allen with Joe Burrow's arc.
All right. Next quarterback.
Eli Manning.
Yuck.
At this point, honestly,
Jalen Hurts.
it's Jalen Hurts.
It's Jalen Hurts for sure.
Wow, that's
It's
crazy.
Jalen
He
Hurts.
inexplicably wins. And sometimes quarterbacks at this level, they just win because everything goes right and you got to respect it, give it to them. They performed. But the fans of that team are obviously going to make some assumptions based off that performance that everybody else will disagree with and lead to controversy forever.
Shout out Eli.
Damn.
It's funny.
That's how you
Eli.
feel.
What's funny is Donovan hates Eli. Now all of a sudden he's got to act like
I
he's
don't
supporting.
hate Eli. I don't think Eli's a Hall of Famer, but I don't hate Eli.
There you go.
That's 8.
Is that hate?
Maybe not. Maybe I like him. I'm just realistic.
Yeah, I don't think he's a Hall of Famer.
Is Jalen Hurts a Hall of Famer?
No.
So that'd be a crazy leap.
Just checking temp. That's all. Just checking
checking
temp.
temp.
That's all.
Good, calm little jab.
Every era needs this level of quarterback that's like good, not great, average some years, but gets it done and has these big moments that they get chips, leads to discourse heaven.
Man, you can't spell elite without Eli.
There you go. Who said that? Skip Bayless?
So one of them.
One of them.
One of them.
One of them.
Yeah.
All right, that one makes sense. That's a good comparison.
A with that one.
Next up, Dan Marino.
So one of the most physically talented, best throwers of the football. They didn't win. They didn't get the success. It would be Aaron Rodgers, but Aaron Rodgers has a ring.
Yeah, and I think to be Dan Marino of your generation, you cannot have a ring. That's a defining thing. You have to be the best QB, the most talent. Everyone looks at you and says that is the guy, but just couldn't get it done.
Sounds like Lamar.
Yeah, I guess it is Lamar.
Yeah.
But now he had a year, though, where he was like one of the only guys that can go toe-to-toe with the 85 Bears, and like he wasn't a shitter in the same way some people would call Lamar a playoff shitter.
It's Josh Allen then.
It just didn't happen for him. He just never got the ring himself. Like he didn't have the team for it. It just never occurred. But I don't think Dan Marino has like playoff dropper allegations.
Yeah, and that's describing Josh Allen. It's not like Josh Allen in all those games against the Chiefs. He wasn't playing bad. He was playing very, very well, but he's not getting over the hump. You look at his teams and you know that he is one of the most talented players on the team, obviously, in the league. We're just not seeing the ring stack up for him the way that people think.
Okay.
Oh, Dan Marino, you are Josh Allen.
Damn.
All right, next.
Peyton Manning.
Student of the game.
Slow start to his career, turnover machine, figures it out, and is just a machine. Well, thus far, for tracking year by year and their exact records and playoff wins.
Come on, man.
Don't do
Don't do that, man.
Don't do it.
That's nasty.
Herbie?
Got the same playoff wins, the same age as Justin Herbert.
Come on.
They're both some of the most physically capable players. We'll see if Herbert makes that switch that Peyton did, but he's on track. Now he got Mike McDaniel. He's on track.
You gonna say he's Peyton?
Would you be shocked?
Yes.
But which part?
Huh?
But which part?
By turning into like the fifth best quarterback of all
not
time.
that level. But I mean, you know, well, but to be fair, like just talent-wise, would you be shocked if I told you he becomes like a legendary Hall of Fame quarterback?
Yes.
Okay.
That's how bad this shit has been. Yes, of course.
I don't think you should be though. Like obviously he hasn't won yet, but there's obviously like the context. The narrative arc is exactly the same. I'm not saying he's the top 5 quarterback ever, but in terms of following that trajectory and then rising to be the best QB in the league, figuring it out, finally getting the ring, still having up and downs. It's
What
not
year
like-
are we for Herbert? 7? Are we going into 7?
Yeah, right? Because 20, yes, something
Going
like that.
into 7.
Yeah, going
year
into 7.
Okay.
If you tell me that Herbert wins a title and becomes one of the best QBs in the league, same way Peyton Manning was one of the best QBs in the league, that wouldn't be surprising.
You're asking me for the Chargers to win the Super Bowl.
Facts. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
a
the
lot.
Colts won the Super Bowl. It's not like they were just drowning in success around Peyton Manning.
Nah, I'm shocked. I'm shocked.
Okay, then who's
I
Peyton
don't.
Manning?
It's tough.
Nobody is. He's 1-1.
All right.
He's special.
then? I guess.
He's special.
Next.
Well, does anybody else fit that?
Probably not. It probably is Herbert narrative wise. I just don't want to give it to him. That's a big jump. It just feels weird.
Well, yeah, I'm saying that somebody who is failing is going to stop failing and be like the guy who had the best version of that. So it's obviously doing
The
a lot.
logistics make sense. It makes
It's
sense.
doing a lot. But again, I acknowledge Justin Herbert reality. I'm still not selling stock like I don't think he can win or anything. Like, we can joke about it, but it's not like there's any reason to think he can never win.
Okay.
You know, you saw what they saying. That he has more music videos than
Dog.
playoff wins.
He's in the music video?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Madison Beer just put out a new video.
Friend of the show.
Justin Herbert's a video vixen.
Wow. I got to tap in. What the fuck?
You don't.
You really don't.
No, I have
Next
to.
one. Matt Schaub.
Why is he on my screen right now?
Donovan as a Houstonite. Who best embodies Big Matt?
Never the little
Big
one.
Matt. Never the little one.
How tall is he?
Like 6'4", I think?
Regular
Just regular
size.
size.
Yeah, 6'4".
He's just Big Matt.
Matt Schaub made a Pro Bowl.
He's 6'6". Damn.
Matt Schaub made a Pro Bowl. Went to the playoffs a couple years. Couldn't really get it done. Was hitting a ceiling. Listen, low key. CJ Stroud.
I don't know the comparison. I don't know what they have in common.
Just in terms of like you had your 1 year and then every other year you're really just average.
Mm.
It's because like Jared Goff is better than
Matt Schaub made 2 Pro Bowls. 2009, got back in 2012.
I forgot about 2009. I only remember the 2012 season. Yeah, I think Jared Goff is a better quarterback, but maybe that's it. Like Jared Goff is just a regular quarterback, or actually no, Kirk Cousins.
Kirk Cousins, both third-round picks, I think, right? Wasn't Kirk Cousins third round?
Yeah,
Yeah, both third-round picks. Not assumed to be coming in and being starters, have some good years.
That's a good
All right,
comparison.
maybe it's Kirk Cousins.
I like that. You cooked with that one.
There you go. But Matt Schaub sadly didn't get the bags of Kirk Cousins, but okay.
yeah. If they had the same agent, Matt Schaub could have made $400 million.
Next one, Donovan McNabb.
Listen, McNabb was a problem.
They
He
don't
had
know. McNabb was an issue,
a situation.
a conundrum even.
It was tough.
The situation.
Let's see.
How would you define Donovan McNabb?
Mobile quarterback, legitimate dual threat quarterback, could scramble a lot. It was very much like early, well not there, but like you get to a Super Bowl, you have an argument for being like one of the quarterbacks in the league. You have some MVP finishes.
6-time Pro Bowl. Consensus top 10 QB for
Yeah.
that run.
Okay.
I don't top 5 probably some of those years.
Yeah.
Yeah, some of those years he was in the top 5. Yeah, second place in MVP, so clearly in the top tier for 2000.
I don't know if there's a 1-to-1 comparison for him yet.
Sounds like a Dak Prescott.
But he made the Super Bowl.
I mean, obviously, I'm not saying this one way he's better,
But it was
like,
also early in his career. Dak was, yeah.
yeah. You know, like Dak also had, before Dak's ankle snapped off, he was also mobile and he could run around. So maybe
Second overall pick. Is it another Joe Burrow? Makes the Super Bowl early in his career, has good years, but then it kind of peters off.
Nah, I think
Could it be Jaden Daniels? He ain't made no Super Bowl yet, obviously, but didn't make the championship game.
Maybe it developed.
But maybe
that
it's
way.
just too soon.
It's too-
Yeah.
It's hard to say with Jaden Daniels at this point.
Yeah.
that's why I do think
Why did Donovan McNabb fall off after 2004?
T.O. left.
So was he never like that?
No, I mean he was good, but like you have the connection with T.O. and you just have like the best. You have a Hall of Fame receiver at his peak, and then a very very good quarterback. That chemistry for 1 year was just awesome, and then you have the rest of his career, and so he like very clearly had a peak. I think with that's why
Age 29 and 30 seasons, played 9 games and 10 games, dealt with injuries, didn't make Pro Bowls after that. I guess that could have been Dak Prescott when he broke his ankle.
yeah.
Yeah.
They went to I guess the year situation is always weird, but I remember it being in 2009 because they still got back to another conference
Yes,
championship.
09 he had his another Pro Bowl season towards the end.
Yeah.
Mm.
So you
Last
have,
year with Philly.
you have a little bit of a resurgence. He went outside in Washington, but it is what it is. That's why I really
What a
do think
career
that
arc.
I think that Dak is that kind of career arc is good. Where like you can have a very, very peak year and some of the other years, like you know that you're not a mid-tier quarterback. You are still pushing towards the upper echelon, but you're not getting it done to the extent that everyone says that you should. Because that is a big part of like mid 2000s Eagles is like you guys are knocking on the door but just can't get it done.
Yeah,
I'd say that.
fair. Next one, Brett Favre, who was the gunslinger of this era.
Jameis Winston.
if Josh Allen had more Jameis Winston brain, he'd be Brett Favre.
Yes.
Make Josh Allen 20% more reckless, which is it's a lot of reckless.
It's really just early Josh Allen.
Yeah, early Josh Allen stayed the same and like won MVPs while being early Josh Allen. So was still so just giveth and taketh away. But Josh Allen's probably the best comparison. Because Brett Favre was an MVP multiple times,
Okay.
but always had the up and down nature of lots of turnovers. He was a wild boy.
The wildest.
How many
The wild
MVPs does
boy.
he have?
3.
Wow. It's a lot.
Yeah.
He ran his bitch up.
But amongst the like that level of achievement, he has a like I said, give and take it away because he's a wild
Yeah.
boy, threw a lot of picks. So he was a gunslinger in the truest sense.
So, okay. Josh Allen with Jameis Winston brain.
Yeah, there you go. That
Okay.
works. Tim Tebow, who is the latest college sensation that gets in the league and does absolutely nothing with that clout.
Diego Pavia.
No, he's not even getting the opportunity.
It's probably Shedeur Sanders, unfortunately.
If he has a good year,
Yeah, he can break out of Tebow allegations for sure. He can prove us wrong and be a starting quarterback. It's still on the table. right now. The fanfare is looking a little Tebow-ish.
He has a skeletal frame. He has a cool.
Skeletal frame.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, he has the cool celebration.
Yeah.
You remember everyone
Now,
was
listen, it's a-
Tebowing and shit.
It's a
Tebow
two,
with an
it's a
AP.
two America situation
Yeah.
where he's Tebow for the other side of the country,
Mm-hmm.
but the patterns are still there.
And listen, honestly, he has to step up to live up to Tim Tebow.
Exactly. He was actually running shit for a year.
Tim Tebow won a playoff game
Tim Tebow did win a playoff game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
in overtime.
Shador
Yeah.
wasn't a Heisman
Clutched
winner.
up.
Yeah.
All right, Shador.
You got to see more from him. But
Now,
was
now
the
your
Tim
time.
Tebow's the bar.
yeah.
Tebow's the bar.
Tebow's the standard.
Come on, let's lock in.
You're cooked. All right, next one. Joe Montana.
His helmet is so big.
There's not really a comparison for Joe Montana right now because it's Patrick Mahomes, I guess, if you had to pick one. But Joe Montana wasn't like the physical marvel of a Dan Marino. Just like was consistent, always won, and like
Mhm.
was a successful guy. It would be like if Mahomes was a little more of like a Joe Burrow in play style.
There's just because of rings, it really just boils it down to Mahomes.
Yeah, it's the only person in this era that was just stacking them up.
Well,
Got to be Mahomes.
All right.
shout out Joe Montana. You are unique.
You're one of one. I mean, you
One-on-one.
and Brady. Tom Brady.
Damn.
Once again, Mahomes.
Mahomes. He's every quarterback.
Damn.
Every GOAT
He's
quarterback.
the
Yeah.
two greatest quarterbacks
Literally.
of all time.
That's crazy.
He's just doing 360 no scopes on it. Next one. Russell Wilson. This is a good one. Who is a promising young quarterback that nobody expected to start, comes in as a game manager, elevates to a higher level. People want to see him get more responsibility. Let Russ cook. Nothing really happens when you get that moment, though.
Man.
Who do you feel?
So I think you really have to do, you come in as a game manager and elevate to being a top 10 QB as time goes on.
Yeah.
So you're carried by your defense, but then you grow into being the guy.
For clarification, this is who Jalen Hurts is supposed to be, right?
Yes, that's who you're supposed to be. Has not elevated yet.
Okay.
My boy got a Super Bowl. What are we talking about?
So did Russell Wilson as a game manager.
We can say that. If we just want to sit here and make that connection, okay.
No, because then Russell Wilson leveled up, and became the QB you build around. That's a very that's
But
a
then
distinct-
you did that, but then you also didn't really do that though.
But the team fell apart though. They didn't fall apart because Russ wasn't capable. He did become like a top 10, top 7 QB undoubtedly. Like he became truly elite as his career went on. It would be like if Jalen Hurts became Dak.
Also,
Or
we
Bo
said-
Nix became Dak.
Sure. Yeah. If they became like a Dak level QB, which maybe even a little bit better than Dak, honestly. I don't even know what the exact comparison is.
I don't think there's a great comparison yet. For
Yeah,
him.
I'm trying to think of like the
There isn't
guys
one.
in the back half of the top 10 and those guys of like, are you coming in and really expanding your game year in and year out?
Could be Bryce Young.
Nah, not yet.
You don't
Not
think
yet.
he?
I don't think he's expanded his game enough to Russell Wilson levels.
Yeah. No.
Russell Wilson was truly elite.
At this point, maybe like, and it's different because their statures coming into the league were different. But if you think like Trevor Lawrence making that leap to where now he's there, but he was hyped obviously at a completely
Yeah,
different
and that's just
level.
getting better from being a bust. It's not quite the same as like you win a championship as a quote unquote game manager. Like you
Yeah.
have that early success, but you weren't the driving force of why you got there. But then 5 years later, you could have been the driving force of why your team made a run.
So these late round picks that we're talking about for quarterback, they're not really there right
I
now.
don't know.
Dan, a lot of the guys in the middle, they were just.
Sam Darnold, are you prepared to shock the world?
You know, like
So I guess we'll say that it's Jalen
don't
Hurts
know.
if he becomes Dak Prescott. Those two combined. If
Yeah.
Jalen Hurts take a step over the next several years and became the same type of player as Dak, then that would be a Russell Wilson arc. But
Okay.
right now, there's no comparison.
Yeah.
All right. Next.
Drew Brees.
there's really nobody like Drew.
Yeah, I wouldn't even know how to.
Like,
I guess the closest play style wise is Joe Burrow.
but even yeah,
But
I don't know.
especially if you're going towards narrative arc, being an injury prone QB that gets thrown away by one team, they go with the new young guy in Phillip Rivers, and you go to a new team that saves you, gives you another opportunity, and you become a god. You become the best QB in the NFL, debatably. You're just incredibly disciplined, accurate, make all the right decisions after that slow start.
Baker Mayfield for 6 weeks.
If Baker Mayfield evolved 2 more times,
Yeah.
it'd be him.
That's it. But Drew Brees is also, there's so many like all-time quarterbacks that are just unique.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And Drew Brees definitely has one of those arcs.
If Baker Mayfield evolved into Matt Stafford, that would be Drew Brees.
That would be insanity.
But yeah,
If he evolved into Matt Stafford and did it for like 8 straight years, that would be Drew Brees.
Bro, he was throwing for 5,000. There, all the historic defenses, like historically bad defenses that we saw last year, Drew Brees was working with that year in and year out,
Yeah.
just dragging them to 7 wins while he's throwing for 5,000 yards. Like he's different, and I don't think that there's anybody in the league right now that compares to his arc or to his
Yeah.
play.
For these goats, we got like combined players.
Patrick Mahomes again.
Yeah, sure. Is that the last one? Oh, Jamarcus Russell.
Anthony Richardson.
Damn, that was fast.
Damn.
But number 1 pick though, that makes a difference. Being touted as being a superstar and then
Anthony
doing nothing.
Richardson was a top 5 pick.
He was. That's different though. Number 1 pick is a different type of thing. And it was a non-debate number 1 pick too.
Again, he's the GOAT of bust.
He is the go-to bus.
There's never been anybody to be a bust the way that he is.
I mean, I guess Jameis Winston's the closest one, but like
Nah.
Jamarcus Russell didn't have a 10-year career as a backup.
Yeah. It might be Anthony Richardson.
It has to be. I'm just looking at somebody that you think is going to come in and
Yeah.
save your franchise, and you're looking at them and saying you have all of the physical tools and one of the most physically talented players that we've ever seen, and within a couple years, you know this is not the guy for
Yeah.
us.
Just always finding new ways to get hurt. Hit himself, spanked himself in the face of the resistance man. Broke his face.
That's tough.
Unfortunate.
Yeah.
That's the last one.
Are we
Anthony
done with Anthony
Richardson.
Richardson though?
I mean,
Yeah,
personally, I am.
Telling folks, yeah, take me out of the game mid-game because you're just tired.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah.
But I think
I give him grace for that. He's a human.
Come on, man.
why
I'm not saying you should keep doing that.
You're
but, like,
an NFL player.
sure, and being an NFL player is hard. I don't know. I mean,
It is.
nobody else does that.
But you
Sure.
don't have to be.
I'm not saying you should keep doing that, but I'm not going to be like you can never have a good career because you.
No,
overwhelmed
I'm
all
not.
the
No,
time.
I'm not gonna say that. But in that moment, like that's wrong. Like you
Sure, I'm whatever. I'm,
run the ball. Like
Yeah, exactly. You can do so much.
you know. So
I'm just not going to be like you're cooked forever because you had like a panic attack on the sideline or something.
no, I think he's cooked forever because he can't throw the
Yeah,
ball
fair,
for
fair,
5
fair.
yards.
Fair. I'm not going to do a whole lot with that moment.
Just when it comes to like all the like Jamarcus Russell again, he's the GOAT. There's nothing to compare. But when it comes to seeing
Undisputed
things that
GOAT.
like
Undisputed goat.
yeah,
He's the Muhammad Ali of bust. Like,
He's the Anthony Bennett.
there's
of
just
the NFL.
nothing to compare. And I guess I could talk about Anthony Richardson and all the embarrassing.
Anthony Bennett
shit.
might be a better NBA player than he was.
No, the
NFL
fuck he's not.
I don't know, man.
No, the fuck he's
player.
not.
He might be better.
Anthony Bennett had like a cool 4 years.
How ass was
Not
this?
so-
even.
Yeah, Anthony Bennett had a cool 4 years. He like hopped on team to team a little bit.
Did he finish his rookie contract?
Barely.
Yeah,
He finished it.
yeah. 4 years in the league, he did.
Let me see.
Had to.
Yeah.
Listen, that contract was guaranteed for Bennett.
Dude, he got traded after his rookie year.
he was
Of course
gonna,
he did.
He was gonna get that money.
He got traded after his rookie year, then after his second year, then after his third year, and then cut after his fourth.
Yeah.
He put him on a new team every year.
That's horrible.
You can't be worse.
Oh my god, he finished his career with Brooklyn. Holy fuck, I didn't know
I
that.
don't even remember that.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, well, that's the end of that. Next thing we're going to do today, I'm going to show you some of the offseason moves that have been made in the NFL this year. We have to pick from 1 to 10. How big of an upgrade do we think this is going to be next season?
Okay.
So, first move on the screen, we have Isaiah Pacheco to Kenneth Walker. How big of an upgrade would that be?
It's a
That's
massive.
massive.
1 to 10.
1 to 10.
I'm gonna say 9. Yeah.
Yeah, in terms of impact
Reluctant.
and making Patrick Mahomes' life easier, making the offense better, I might say a 10, honestly.
You
I
know
would say
what?
10 if he was like a top 5 running back.
Yeah.
But if you blindfold me and I'm watching Kenneth Walker highlights versus Pacheco highlights, if he had any last year, it might be a 10. He might look like the best in the
Kenneth
league.
Walker's going to look like Bo Jackson.
Yeah, compared to him.
We'll go 9. We'll reserve 10 for like you got one of the best in the league, like you said.
Yeah.
9 is very fair for this upgrade.
All right, next.
We got Justin Fields to Geno Smith for the Jets.
That's. I'm sorry. Well, you know, if we're gonna reserve 10 for best of the league, this is a 9.
How
It's-
Geno played last year?
It's-
I'm with you. I have faith Geno can have one more year. We can't go higher than a 7 though for what Geno looked like last year.
I was gonna go
Justin
like
Fields
4
had
or
games
5.
where he's throwing under 50 yards.
I know. I understand the
He had
depths.
negative yardage.
Yeah, he had negative yards.
I understand the depths of sorrow that Jets fans felt watching Justin Fields. Your owner said, "It's all good, coach." Yeah, Justin, I can't even blame you for real.
I've never ever heard that before.
I've never heard that either.
I've never heard that before.
There's no guarantee Geno hasn't completely fallen off, though. I'll go 6, which is still a good upgrade.
He won't be as bad as Justin Fields.
for sure, which is why you're getting 6 points.
Yeah.
I'm giving you a 9.
9?
I'm giving you a 9.
Come on, man.
Salute.
Salute to Geno. I'll give you a 6. You better show us you still got one more year left in you, but you're getting kind of old, so maybe physically you fell off.
You get a 5 from me, man. You got a lot to prove.
Yeah, you got a lot to prove. But listen,
I still believe in Geno.
they say comparison is a thief of joy. You go the other way, and comparison makes make anybody look amazing next to Justin. Keon Coleman to DJ Moore as wide receiver 1 for the Bills.
About a 8. Yeah. I'll say that you get somebody who can actually be a contributor at the wide receiver position instead of somebody who's getting DMP CDs.
Honestly, he wasn't playing in big games. It's a 10. To go from DMP
That
to
is
DJ
true.
Moore. DJ Moore can be the 20th best receiver in the league. Doesn't got to be elite. Do you know how big of a jump you're going from DMP to 20th best receiver in the league?
It's a
Brother,
big leap.
I had him on my goddamn fantasy team. I had to rely on healthy scratches from him, bro. I never knew that term existed until him. This is a seismic leap. It's a 10.
Yeah, at least an 8.
Now we'll go 10.
10, fuck it.
He wasn't playing.
Tua to Malik Willis. Now keep in mind, it's a 2026 Tua, not 2023. Modern day Tua. How does that compare to Malik?
We don't know what Malik is just yet. But from what we know, say a 7.
He almost can't be worse than Tua.
Yeah. It might be impossible.
Can't be worse.
It can't be a downgrade.
I'll say 5. I have no idea what Malik Willis is.
Yeah, in terms of how big of an upgrade it is, we can go like 3 or 4. It's unknown, but it's got to be on the board. It can't be a downgrade.
Yeah, he can't be worse than Tua last year. The bar is like dumb low.
Yeah, like worst case
So-
scenario, it's a 0 and he's the same. I'll take that bet.
Yeah, he'll be a little bit better. I'm going to go 2.
Yeah, 3 out of 10. 3 out of 10 upgrade.
All right, next.
BJ Hill to Sexy Dexy.
I like
Going
stuff.
from a very average run stuffing defensive tackle to maybe the best DT in the NFL still.
Obviously, you get one of the best DTs. 10. BJO, solid player. He's nice.
Salute.
You out here, you do your job.
You're still on the team. You didn't get fired. You deserve your spot.
This is Sexy Dexy.
This is Sexy
Yeah.
Dexy.
They need that.
I'm going to give this a 10.
Big sex. Big Dex.
Big Dex.
Never
This
the
is a
little
10.
one.
Absolutely never the little one.
Never that.
Can't even imagine
It's kind
the
of
little one.
impossible to be the little one.
Impossible. Physically impossible.
Yeah.
Is this going to transform their team?
I think so.
To be a 10, I think you have to say this will transform their team. Will this get you to the point where you feel like the Bengals can feel the defense good enough to contend again?
I think so.
That's a lot.
I think it will. I think with the growth from their secondary, I think with the growth that they're having between free agency and getting Sexy on their team, on their D line, they definitely can finally achieve the wish and the dream
Of making the playoffs?
of making the playoffs and having the 17th best defense in the
Maybe
NFL.
making the playoffs 2 years in a row if we're getting real crazy.
Ooh.
Whoa, now
If we want to put our money where our mouth is and buy stock in the Bengals.
that's a lot. But for this year, it is a massive upgrade.
Yeah. And this is the fact that they're a team that has the specific type of edge room they have with young guys that need just support in their ascension. This is the perfect player to make everybody else around him better.
As long as he can generate just enough pressure to help these guys not fucking fumble and miss on tackles, bro.
Yep. And if you're going to have a dog shit linebacker core, the single best thing you can do to help them is give them a dominant DT that takes up 2 blockers.
Okay.
All right,
10
next.
out of 10.
10.
Next one. Geno Smith to Fernando Mendoza.
We give this a 5. We don't know yet.
Shit, I'm going to give it a 20.
Off of vibes?
Yeah,
80.
if there's a long-term outlook and hope for a franchise,
For sure.
I don't know in year 1 if we'll be better than Geno. Probably. I know for 10 years I'd rather have Fernando to a 1 millionth degree.
From what Geno showed us last year, it's a 10.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's a 10.
And again, we're not even talking about on the field product. He might not play this year. He might back up Kirk Cousins the whole year and
Yeah,
develop.
right. He's gonna play
Probably.
by week 7.
Probably. But I don't care if he does or not. It's still a 10 just off of long-term potential.
You got more hope. You get more leeway.
All right.
JJ McCarthy to Kyler Murray.
10.
Yo, this breaks the scale. It's not even 10.
10.
You're crazy. It's not 10. It's 40.
It's not 9. But
Like
That was perfect. Nah, you're in your bag with that one, B. That was perfect.
But yeah, no, a 10 out of 10. That was some of the worst quarterback play that we saw last year. Now you get Kyler Murray. Who,
do we have to slow down a little bit? I'm with you. It's a massive upgrade because
Mhm.
JJ McCarthy was the worst quarterback in the league outside of Cleveland. Do we got to slow down? Kyler Murray did get benched by the Cardinals. We weren't happy with the production last year. Do we have to slow down on assuming he'll be great with them?
So even if he's not great, you tanked a window of a contending team because you were that bad.
A year
Yeah.
of Prime Jefferson.
We're just expecting you to be mad, regular, and normal. No one's expecting him to be like a top 12 quarterback next year.
That's all we need. We need average.
Yeah,
Yeah.
If we get average from him, can they win the division?
Yes.
for sure.
Then 10 out of 10. He will be average. I guarantee you he'll be average at least.
All right.
AJ Brown to Mekhi Lemon.
Damn.
Once he presumably gets traded, how will this feel, Donovan?
They're gonna play two different roles. It's not 1-to-1.
Ew.
Fine. AJ Brown to Dontavian Wicks. Take your pick, buddy.
That's a 0, man.
It's a -5. It's a -10.
Yeah, it's a big downgrade.
It's a -10.
It's a big downgrade.
Now, Mekhi Lemon might be nice. So to Mekhi Lemon, I'll say -6. Maybe Mekhi Lemon is going to be a great receiver. Year one, I'd rather have AJ Brown.
But you know what? That's not even what we're. Oh, that's
Nah, go ahead. This is
that's not. This is not the right comparison.
so it's Dontavian Wicks.
No,
Who is it?
is
Hollywood
AJ
Brown.
AJ Brown as wide receiver 1 to Smitty as wide receiver 1. That's the comparison.
Fine. Smitty to Dontavian Wicks. Take your pick. -10 either way.
Either way, y'all leave Mekhi alone. He hasn't done nothing yet. But so I will say probably around to go from one of the best receivers in the league to an unproven rookie. We're gonna start the bar at -7.
Yeah. But I won't be shocked if Mekhi Lemon proves us wrong, though. It gets to be like -3.
Sure.
It's a little downgrade.
Yeah.
I'll leave the door open for that.
There's a lot of hope in the air, man. Fuck.
It's May. You have to have hope.
Yeah, I guess.
Peak life, right?
We'll see.
I've been having fun this month, so yeah.
Malik Hooker to Caleb Downs. This is assuming Caleb Downs starts at free safety. He might be nickel, so maybe he'll start alongside Malik Hooker. But in general, adding Caleb Downs.
7, 8. I don't know if I want to put that
9,
much pressure
10.
on him.
12,
11, 12,
15,
69, 70.
100.
Let's give him 1,000. Fuck it.
Yeah, this is
42,300.
this is the upgrade of the NFL offseason.
Injecting somebody that profiles to be one of the smartest DBs we've seen in the draft in the past decade into a defense that's defensive back room was anything but smart in 2025. Brilliant. 10 out of 10.
This is a transformative draft pick that they made. And Caleb Downs is going to come in. He's going to lift the Cowboys up. Malik Hooker is not their savior. And they found that out. Caleb Downs might be.
I remember when he got drafted, I wanted Malik Hooker over Derwin James so bad as a Chargers fan.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Thank God I'm not the GM.
Where's the blender?
Thank God I'm the GM. Ooh. Bobby Wagner to Sonny Styles.
Hey, this is a 10, man. Okay.
Mm.
I'm saying it's a 9 right now.
Mm.
I'm saying it's a 9.
As a rookie, I wonder if Sonny Styles is going to have a super productive rookie year or if it's going to take time to develop as an inside linebacker of that type of play style.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. It could go either way.
I'm going 14.
Bobby was so slow last year, man. So slow.
No, Bobby's been slow for like 4 years. They were so good at all pros.
Sonny Styles is also 14 years younger than Bobby Wagner. So I'm going to go 14. I'm going 14.
Fine. Double that. Flip it over. 28.
Have to do it.
Have to do it. Just the simple fact of all they needed was youth. Beautiful.
Yes.
Jawan Jennings to Mike Evans
This is interesting.
in 2026. Jawan Jennings still a very good player. Mike Evans still a very good player.
How would you describe Jawan Jennings' play style?
Best blocking receiver in the league.
Yeah,
Don't forget
that's a
it.
10 out of 10.
Don't forget it. No,
That's a-
also a good receiver.
That's
And his blocking was unironically very important for the running scheme.
Yeah.
I understand that. I never want that to be the first thing. But Mike Evans, getting older, injuries are creeping up.
Start to piling up, yeah.
Start
Yeah, I
to
go
pile up.
6 out of 10. I don't know what he has left in the tank. We'll see. I'm not doubting him. And Kyle Shanahan is the perfect mind to get the most out of him in his twilight years. But I think Jawan Jennings is good. And there's enough question marks there. I'll go a 6 out of 10 upgrade.
Yeah, I almost want to go like, if I say 4, that sounds like I'm hating, and that sounds like Mike Evans is not a good player. We obviously know 1-to-1 he is.
But it's an upgrade still. 4 is not crazy.
Yeah, so I'll give it a 4. I'll give it a 4.
Yeah, I'm excited for the 49ers to have somebody on the outside who can go out and win, especially now that your entire offense is also going to change because you don't have Juwan Jennings there. George Kittle is coming off of the Achilles injury. Like, you need somebody to go out and make plays for real. Mike Evans can do that for them, but the Jennings loss is real for them.
Yeah. Ricky Pearsall, what are you prepared to do about it?
Let me know, man.
Please.
Let him know. Oh, there's one on the screen now. Oops.
Yep.
Forbes to Trent McDuffie.
Once again, 10 out of 10. I think you get one of the best corners in the league. You get somebody who can transform your defense. And if we're baking in the need that your team had for cornerbacks, there's no way it can't be a 10.
Yeah, you add a little bit more size. There's certain matchups where Brian Forbes was just like literally struggling because he would just get head topped and it
Just
was
a
just
little guy.
he would be brutalized. So
Now, this is a move that as soon as it
Seismic.
happened, we came up here and said, oh, okay, so the Rams are going to win the Super Bowl now. That's cool. That's chill.
yeah,
Nice
it's
little
a-
Super Bowl prediction 9 months prior. I feel good about it.
Calm.
it's a
Some
10.
slight. Some little second ring in Matthew Stafford's career. It's kind of just single-handedly defined by Trent McDuffie edition. No big deal.
Tough.
And then you went out. You got his running mate too.
Mm.
You got the whole secondary. Yeah.
10 out of 10.
10
11
out
out
of
of 10. This has to be one we rate as high as any of them. We're doing a lot of glaze today. If you're going to glaze anything, it's got to be the Rams offseason.
I can't believe they got away with this.
All right, next. That's it.
Last one.
Last one.
Perfect.
Nice.
Tough.
Before we get out of here, before we wrap up the show, let's play a little bit of NFL Who Am I? You guys know how this works. I'm going to grab the headbands. We're all going to draw a player, put it on our forehead, and see who can guess their player.
Okay.
Okay.
So let me grab that.
Sounds good, man.
My brother's going to buy a car today. Hope he don't get scammed.
What kind of car?
Toyota Corolla, I think.
You know, my uncle, I just asked him the other day because he still has his same Toyota Corolla from like years ago. He said his car is at 270,000 miles.
Jesus Christ, 270?
270.
Yo, that's that dog meme.
Yeah.
It's still going. Fuck, 270K miles is nuts.
That Corolla's rolling.
They don't make cars like that no more.
Thank you.
270 is nuts.
All right, here we go. Also, it was funny last time whenever we did this on TD3, everyone was saying that Biso just asked 3 questions.
He asked 4
Yeah.
questions, yeah.
He has 4 questions the whole minute.
He was
Yeah, I
freaking
was-
out. He was
I was
terrified.
boxed. Absolutely boxed.
And it was funny because you got so scared.
And he
it
had
was-
overtime too.
Yeah, it was such an unintimidating experience that you made intimidating.
Bro, I'm so bad with on the spot thinking. It's not my bag at all.
But you got a second chance, though. You got a second chance, and you got it with Dirk.
Yeah, I locked in.
Okay, this isn't a player you've done before recently, right?
No.
Okay. Here you go. Draw a player.
He said, I cannot think quickly.
I can't.
Nice.
Good.
Yeah, here, close your eyes, Donovan. Hand this to him.
Close your eyes, girl. Spread.
Donovan, put your hand down.
There you go.
Mo closed his-
Why? Yeah, why? If I already have my hand up, why do I have to move my hand
You know,
down?
it's backwards.
Mm.
No, it's because Mo closed his eyes to hand it to you. It's
I know,
sideways.
my shit fell and I was like, oh, shit, I gotta close
It's
my eyes.
sideways.
This is how it
Yeah.
How do you not feel that?
Are you guys good?
I don't know. I'm blind.
Yeah.
Okay. Mo, Donovan, you can go first.
All right.
So, do you guys want to do football questions or non-football questions?
Let's do football questions.
Let's do a mix. Try to do mostly non-football questions.
All right. Let's see.
Non-football questions?
All right. First question. Does my player have over 5 kids?
I don't fucking know.
I have zero clue. Can you do research on that real quick?
Go ahead, look it up.
Fine. I'll change it to that 10 kids.
What the f?
No, I don't think so. I think I would
I'm
know.
going to say immediately no.
No.
Okay. Does that have 10 kids? He don't be doing nothing.
No motion.
Not
No
a real
motion.
eater.
What'd you say?
Nothing.
What? Okay, so-
Not a real eater, man.
God.
It's okay.
Is he strong for his position?
You wouldn't know him as that, but low key.
He's straight, yeah.
But low key.
Okay. Is he black?
Yes.
Would he be a good teacher?
Maybe. I don't know much about his personality, but I don't know that he wouldn't be.
I would trust so, yeah. He'd be all right. That's not an outstanding quality, though.
Do you think he could write for a comedy show?
right for.
I don't know anything about his personality.
I would
Neither
doubt
do
it.
you.
Yeah.
So
It's not somebody that you know super well personally. Like it's not like a famous quarterback of that nature.
Does he play defense?
No, he does not.
Really?
Nope.
So an offensive player. Nobody really knows.
It's low
him.
key a deep cut. It's not if you know ball, but it's not super obvious.
Is he retired?
Yes, he's retired.
Okay.
And we know him and we'll remember him from our childhood. But it's not a super obvious name.
Gotcha. Okay, so kind of strong for his position.
But don't-
Retired.
Not really strong. I mean, I'm saying low key, but he's not known for being strong at all.
Okay. Let's see. It's really hard to not ask like non-football questions
I
since
know.
we're like, oh, I don't really know his personality
Yeah,
like
pretty
that.
tough.
Okay.
Ask generalities about him as a player.
Did he have several years being at the top of his position?
Not the top. He might have been the top of his like sub niche at the position, but he wasn't one of the best. Bro, he wasn't one of the best broadly.
Yeah. But he was a good player.
Sub niche at his position.
But of a specific type of player, he was peak.
I'm thinking like fullback. I'm thinking fullbacks. I'm thinking blocking tight ends.
Something like that.
Yeah.
That's not a wrong thought process.
Oh my goodness. Has he ever won a Super Bowl?
No, I
Did he
don't
ever
think
win a
so.
Super Bowl? Let me check real quick.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes people hang around on teams. Let me check.
Just snuck into one.
Yeah, let me see. Football Reference is going slow.
I don't remember that. I don't remember at all.
Dude, why is Football Reference not loading? I'm trying
I
to
don't
see
know.
year by year.
Did he score a lot of touchdowns?
Let me see. Hold on. Let me finish the Football Reference thing.
Okay.
Okay, there we go. Did he win a Super Bowl?
My guess is no.
Yes.
Wow.
He
I think,
did.
right?
He did win a
Let me
Super Bowl.
see.
It should say at the top of their page.
No, never mind. Well, I'm trying to see. This is so annoying.
It's
You
tweaking?
see- you see, oh, wait, the page is fucking tweaking.
Yeah.
No, he didn't win a Super Bowl. My bad. I
Okay.
got the 1 year wrong.
Gotcha. Did he score a lot of touchdowns in his career?
In his career?
Oh, wait, real quick. Remember, yes, he won a Super Bowl. He did win a Super Bowl. It was at the end of his career. He did win a Super Bowl that I think you'll remember him for this.
Fuck.
He won a Super Bowl that you think I will.
You will remember him for this. He did win a Super Bowl.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Is the main team that he played for, is one of their primary colors red?
No.
Also, am I capped out at 20 questions, or am I just asking?
No, just asking.
Let him fly.
All right, let him fly. Was he toting that rock?
Yes, he was toting that rock.
Okay.
All right,
He
running
was
back.
toting that rock.
I thought we were going somewhere else with this. Miles up and wide. I was
Here
like,
we go.
Okay.
All right, he's a running back. He's retired. He won a Super Bowl before.
And is a sub niche type of running back.
Yeah.
Sub niche.
No, you got everything you need. You got everything you need. Stop it.
I'm thinking.
No.
So I'm thinking either it's not like a super speed back, or like a. This isn't like
You should know this one.
I should know.
You
this
should
one?
know this
you
one.
should 110% know this one.
And we don't really know his personality.
I don't. Maybe you do.
Yeah.
Is this LaShawn McCoy?
No, but you're real close.
Le'Veon Bell?
No, you were closer
You're
with LaShawn
close.
McCoy.
You're home.
Okay.
Remember, I said he's not one of the best.
So like a speed back. Oh my goodness.
I said he's not one of the best in the league. But he's one of the best at what he does and the type of guy he is.
So I'm thinking like a bruiser. But
Maybe think the opposite.
I know. Oh my goodness, speed back.
Yeah.
Darren Sproles?
Yes, it's Darren Sproles.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay.
Yeah, I was like, maybe think the smallest running back you could fucking imagine.
There
I
we
fucking
go.
hated that guy.
Goated. I love Darren Sproles. Chargers legend.
He is a legend. He is fantastic.
Won the
Lawrence
Super Bowl with the Eagles.
bastard.
I forgot he's on that team.
He did.
Hated him.
Yep. He only played 3 games that season, so I forgot.
Okay. I go next.
Go for it.
Is my player handsome?
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say so.
Okay. Handsome. Is he tall?
Hell
Yes.
yeah. Famously.
Handsome and he's tall. He has to play on offense.
He doesn't have to do
a
anything.
lot of defenders are hit. That's all I'm trying to notice.
They
What?
chop- Okay.
Yeah.
Defensive players are chopped?
Chopped. Tall ones chopped.
What? Man does not respect Richard Sherman.
He wasn't
Face
tall.
card denied.
He wasn't tall. You know,
Yes, he
see where I'm
was.
going?
He's 6'4".
Fuck, he was big. Okay. Anyways,
They're just describing their types.
does he have a beard?
He's still going.
Still his type. Yes.
Ah.
He's tall, not chopped, and has a beard. Just your type.
Okay.
Is he 6'5" and up?
See final boss?
Okay. Is he physically opposing?
Yes.
Hell yes.
Damn.
Absolutely.
He's towering over. Fuck. Did he play another sport?
No.
Maybe in like high school, but not as far as I know.
Okay, not famously. Okay, cool. Okay. Would you say that he is influential?
Yeah, I'd say. I don't know what that means for real. Sorta.
To his play type, let's say that. Like, have people been trying to look for the next
Yes.
blah, blah, blah guy?
Sure.
They've been trying to look for it. Yes.
Yeah.
Kind of. I said, yeah.
That says a lot. This guy's like really different.
He's certainly really different.
Yeah.
He's really different. Okay, does he do podcasting now?
No.
He's not. Is he on TV or anything?
No.
He's like nowhere to be found.
No.
Where are you at?
He's mysterious.
Disappeared.
You handsome and mysterious. Fuck.
Why aren't you in front of my face? Why aren't you in front of the camera?
I'm playing.
You see how we stood up a little bit?
Why are you holding back?
Okay. Fuck. Wow.
Wow.
He's flustered.
He's blushing.
None of that. Fuck. Okay. Would you say this guy was he a top 5 pick in his class? Draft
Yes.
class.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he was a top 5
And
pick.
it's unusual that he was.
His position's not popular to be one. Okay.
It is popular, but he's the highest taken.
Oh, fuck.
I don't know how much that helps you trivia wise, but
Okay. Okay. Does he have like would you say in his position top 10 of all time? He has to be.
I certainly would say that.
Fuck. Okay.
Yeah.
Shit. I'm almost like he's like top 5 all time, man. Fuck.
Maybe a guy like me would say that.
Is he a pass catcher?
He is.
Top 5 wide receiver of all time. And
Now-
he's different. Not a lot of comparisons. Thinking Julio, but Julio's not handsome.
Who's also damn sure not top 5 all time.
Depends on who you ask.
If anybody tells you Julio's top 5, they were born in 2010.
Okay, was he born when not born? Is his like peak of his career when like Facebook was jumping?
Yes. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Facebook does he have like a
I was on Facebook talking
okay,
about him. in middle
would you
school.
say he has like a top 5 nickname of all time?
I would?
Yeah.
Like in NFL history?
Yes.
I might say in sports history.
I would say that.
Sports it is Calvin Johnson?
This is Calvin Johnson. There you go.
Oh fuck.
See, you didn't even know he was your type.
Let me see.
Is love blind?
That's good.
He valid.
Look at that. Love
That's
is
just a
blind.
game of love is blind.
Damn, I'm proud of
This
myself.
is- This whole game is love is blind. Okay. Is my NBA player fast?
Your NFL player?
Oops.
Sure.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
fast?
Yeah.
Is my NFL player strong?
Yeah.
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 Is he more fast than he is strong?
I don't know. That's a hard thing to parse.
Fast. So he's not like Tyreek Hill fast or anything
Okay.
like that. But he's
Pretty
fast.
balanced.
He's a very athletic guy.
Yeah.
Very athletic guy. Okay. He's probably a little balanced. Is my NFL player one of the more fun players to watch of his era?
Yes.
He's electric.
Hands down.
Hands down, he's electric.
Hands
Yes.
Is my NBA player, is my NFL player for his position a racial minority?
down. No.
Okay, not a white receiver, not a white running back. Is my NFL player somebody you could see being a stand-up comedian? Being a
No.
stand-up comedian.
Really? You don't think so?
Nah, I don't think he could do comedy.
Not comedy. Okay.
But he can do something.
Yeah, he could do
He
something.
can be in front of a screen of some sorts.
Yeah.
He can entertain the masses in some way.
Yes, but not stand-up comedy.
Not stand-up comedy, so it's not Gronkowski.
No.
Because Gronkowski could be a stand-up comedian.
I don't think so. But
You don't think so? Is it Robert Gronkowski?
no.
No.
Okay. Well, you don't think Gronk can do comedy?
No, I actually don't.
I mean, I'm not saying he'd be good at it, but I don't know. Okay. So he's entertaining the masses. He's an athletic guy. He's one of the more entertaining players to play. Does he play today?
No.
Yeah,
Did he
no.
play when I was a kid?
Yes.
Yes.
Do I have fond memories of this player?
Hell
Yes.
Do you think I adored this player?
Yes.
yeah.
Me personally adored him.
Yes.
Yes. for
This is
sure.
my guy.
I don't know about your
I
guy.
don't know, but you have insanely fond memories.
Yeah.
Insanely fond memories of this
You
man.
enjoyed watching it
Yes.
for sure.
I enjoyed watching this guy for sure. Adrian Peterson?
No.
No.
Okay. Does that player have any off the field controversies?
Off the field, no.
I don't remember.
Does he have on the field controversies?
Yes.
Does he have multiple?
For sure.
Yes.
Is it Tom Brady?
No.
Oh no, he's not athletic. Oops. On the field controversies. So it's not Aaron Rodgers because he has off the field controversies. Is this Cam Newton?
No.
No.
Damn. Is this an MVP of the league?
No.
No. Hell
Okay,
no.
so it's not a quarterback, probably.
Yes, super
You
hell
asked-
no.
You asked if he was a racial minority at his position, and we said no.
What's that telling me? He's a black receiver?
There's certain positions where it's on lock.
Is this Darrell Revis?
No.
I thought you meant there's no white DBs.
You're moving.
Okay, I'm something like that though. Is this Ed Reed?
No.
No, you're moving.
Charles
though.
Woodson?
No.
No.
Richard Sherman?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I do
There we
have
go.
fond ass memories. Fuck Michael Crabtree. I was riding Richard Sherman to death. I love the Richard Sherman.
Exactly.
Yes.
You asked me in 2015 what I think on Michael Crabtree? Get him out of here. Get him banned.
Didn't even know the guy.
I don't even know him. Get him out of here. That's funny.
Oh man.
Wow, yeah, this is the most racially
Yeah.
congruent position group in the NFL.
It's like 2 in the only.
In sports, honestly.
Who are the two?
Cooper DeJean and Ivan
Oh.
Demon's a safety.
And Riley Moss.
Riley Moss.
Everybody else? Negro.
And Nichols. Nichols these days are damn near safeties too. To be a nickel is damn near being a safety these days too. So it's really just Riley Moss. Do Nichols count as quarterbacks in today's NFL? Kinda. I think Cooper DeJean is in spirit a strong safety. Yep. Riley Moss, you're alone.
Yeah, because if you put Coop on the outside, he could do it sometimes, but with the best of best,
I think he'd probably be a filthy strong safety though.
he could hit. He could tackle.
He could be a tackle. With that being said, that's the end of this episode. If people are still here, what should they comment?
What's
Yeah.
most type?
Let me
Is
know what
love
you-
blind?
Is love blind? Let me know
Yeah.
what you think. And we'll see y'all next week.